During the 70s and 80s, the Kerry footballers transformed the image of Gaelic football. At that very same time, we at the Kerry Group were building, from a small industry in Kerry, an international food organisation. Our search for excellence coincided with their search for excellence in the football field. It is fitting that we should be associated with this tribute in their honour.
Is there still time? There is just 1 minute left. So now what Kerry must do here, they've got to score a goal as Paul O'Shea takes this late free. Twisted on by Owen Liston, out towards Ambrose O'Donovan, Niall Cahalane beside him. Are we seconds away from history? It's not over yet. McAuliffe missed an earlier chance, blocked down. Has it once again, trying to round Tony Davis, well into injury time in the Munster final. Back to Mikey Sheehy, Mikey the captain, looking for the Kerry goal that will seal it. Is it there? Yes it is, I don't believe it! Oh, absolutely unbelievable! Billy Morgan, his side has given it everything. Is it Mike Sheehy? This was the goal. How did it go in? So many bodies there. Mikey Sheehy leading it inside the goalkeeper, and in. Mikey then the hero, but there's a chance of an equalising score for Cork, and Larry Tompkins, the man who's scored 7 points so far, has this free, 2 minutes into injury time from the 20-metre line, breezed behind him, slightly to the left of the post, the most vital kick I think he's ever taken in his first Munster Championship match. The Kildare man can level it up. He's done just that. So are we to have yet another draw in the Munster final? We're now 3 minutes into injury time. There's the final whistle. There'll be no extra time. Mikey Sheehy, the captain, scoring the goal, the all-important goal in injury time, which was equalised by Larry Tompkins. What an end, what a match. It ends, Kerry still champions, 2-7. Cork, 1 goal and 10 points.
A remarkable finish. Mikey Sheehy almost stealing it for Kerry, Larry Tompkins saving it for Cork. But in the replay at Killarney a week later, there was to be no reprieve for the Kingdom.
One can only speculate and guess what the manager Mick O'Dwyer will have to say to them at half-time. Sir Lynch, easily read by Tony Nation, is playing just about anywhere and everywhere for Cork. Paddy Hayes here. Inside towards Christy Ryan. He got a couple of yards space that time ahead of Sean Welsh. Waits, looks for support. It comes from Tony Davis, the right corner back. Oh yes, he's kicked it over. Charlie Nelligan, I think, was arguing that it was wide, but it's Cork's 6th point, and it comes from their right corner back. Cork now doing what Kerry have done to them so often in the past. We've seen the forwards supported by the backs. Christy Ryan waited, held it up beautifully. For Tony Davis, Charlie Nelligan thought it was wide, but the umpire was adamant. It's 6 points to 0. Teddy McCarthy off balance, leaving it down to Timmy Dow. Now Tommy Doyle, last year's captain, trying to carry the fight to the team from Cork. Pat Spillane inside towards Mikey Sheehy. Jackie O'Shea is on loose. They need a goal here, Kerry, badly, very badly. Jack O'Shea puts it over the bar. It may well spark off the recovery. 7 minutes gone in the second half. And now listen to the supporters of the team in green and gold. Not wanting to see the champions go out of this contest without a great old fight. And what a goal for Kerry would do for their confidence. So far they've just 2 points to show. Here's Owen Liston way outside his full forward position, looking for support, then driving it inside. Tony Nation reading and covering. Great covering off by the left half back to Tony Davis. A loose player with that loose clearance, giving it away to Kerry's Tom Spillane. An uncharacteristic error. Ambrose O'Donovan now operating in the full forward line. That's to Jack O'Shea, going for a goal. He's content for the point again, for the second point inside 2 minutes for Jack O'Shea. Could so easily have been a goal. Watch as that loose ball from Tony Davis came over to Tom Spillane. He played it inside towards Ambrose O'Donovan, who flicked it down for the onrushing Jack O'Shea. In fact, it was a Cork defender who did so, and over the bar with the shot. And there's the whistle. Cork are the champions in what surely is the end of a glorious era of Kerry football. Cork win by 13 points to a goal and 5.
I don't think it will ever be possible to get a side like this again in any county, not alone in Kerry. I think they were an example to all the young people of this country. I think they were a credit to Kerry, to the organisation, and to the whole of the country. I thought they were outstanding ambassadors. No matter where they went, all over the globe, they were wonderful ambassadors.
After that defeat in 1987, it looked as if the end of a very long road had come for this Kerry team. There was talk of retirement, rebuilding, taking down the tent and the like. But there was general agreement among followers everywhere that this Kerry team and its manager Mick O'Dwyer had given a new dimension to football, something that in all probability would never again be equalled.
When I took over in 75, I decided, well, it would be about time for me to get a young side in. So I just gambled, and we selected, I think we had something like 10 of the under-21 team of 74 on that panel.
Dr. Eamon Casey starting the Munster final with Cork defending the championship. Dave McCarthy, the midfielder, look how far back he is, clearing it out of the Cork defence. They're pushing the back there on. Paddy Lynch, so a free in for Kerry. Crossing and curling nicely in. And it's a beautiful point from Brendan Lynch, about a good 45 yards out. So there's Brendan, one of the 3 men in the Kerry team to have won Munster Championship medals. His brother Paul and John O'Keefe were the only other 2. Billy Morgan's kick out for Cork. Knocked down by Dave McCarthy. Kicked ahead by Ger Power for Kerry. Spillane for Kerry. And that's the equaliser for Kerry. A very quick move there. Cleared out by John O'Keefe. Mickey Sullivan, who's lying very far back from left half forward. Mike Sheehy for Kerry. Ahead for Pat Spillane, but it's cut off by Brian Murphy. Now Spillane recovers. Quickly onto his feet. Still Pat Spillane. Has a kick himself. Oh, he's got into the net. They've messed it up between them. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, what a tragedy for Cork. Declan Barron recovering. Into Ray Commons, but it's cut out by John O'Keefe. And Pat McCarthy clears it away for Kerry. To Mike Sheehy, centre half forward. Ahead for John Egan. And John gets it. He's playing so well, look how he's moving. And that's John Egan's goal. Oh, he just rolls through with it. Oh, no, the referees wants them all out. It's a penalty. And Mike Sheehy, who missed the penalty in Croke Park against Meath. Here he comes. And Billy has saved it. What a save by Billy Morgan. And that's relief for Cork. Billy Morgan kicking out for Cork. And what a beautiful jump there by Paul O'Shea for Kerry. Ahead to Mickey Sullivan. Now it's Mickey. And it's a good point by Sullivan. A very quick point. 6 points between them now. Barron's kick. Dennis Allen. This is Jimmy Barry Murphy. He's going through. This is Jimmy Barry, but he's tripped. And it's a penalty, there's no doubt about it, says Brendan Cross. He was very sharp. Ger O'Keefe is appealing that he was outside the line. Look at number 2, and Paddy Lynch, and Paddy Mahoney there, protesting. And there's Jimmy Barry now with the kick, and it's saved. That's the second penalty we've had saved. A great save by Paddy Mahoney. And he gets those well-deserved congratulations from his teammates. So that's 2 great saves from penalties in this Munster final. Just inside the 50 yards line. He's gone way out to the right. John Egan, but it's knocked away by Dennis Hunt. Comes into John Egan's hands. That's right into the goal mouth. Knocked out by Brian Murphy, but this is Mickey Sullivan. To Brendan Lynch, and Brendan makes it 7 points between them again. Right half forward Brendan Lynch, nicely tapping that one over. I believe it 1 goal and 8 points to Cork's 4 points. Kerry looking far more positive and constructive so far in the Munster final. This is John Coleman, the sub who was brought in at half-time, but he kicks it right into the hands of Brendan Lynch. And Brendan careers away with it, ahead to Mickey Sullivan. And Mickey half loses it, John Egan gets it. And John Egan's shot, it's a great point from John Egan. Number 13 there, playing right corner forward, but he kicked that.
That comprehensive win was to herald great things to come. Kerry went on to defeat Sligo in the semi-final.
Good left-footed kick. And Kerry attacking again now, Paddy Lynch. High one from about 35 yards out, and it's over the bar, the first score of the game. Matty Hoy. Oh, a lovely curling shot. And a close one in there. Paddy O'Shea with it now for Kerry. Back come the Sligo men, John Stenson. Mícheál Kearns trying to get room to take his shot. The ball fisted away from him, and he is fouled. A free in for Sligo. Dead straight in front of the goal, and you can gather from the crowd that they anticipate that here cometh the equalizer. And there it is, the equalizer. And Robert Lipsett getting it, he's way up the field, getting that one further up. Michael Laffey with it now, and trying to shug off the Kerry men. Gets it to Desi Kearns. Desi Kearns across in front of the goal where it hopped so harmlessly. But the referee has gone in, and I think he's going to give a penalty. Because one of the Sligo men was brought down in the goal mouth when the ball wasn't even there. And Mícheál Kearns is surely the one to take it. Yes, he's walking up now, going to place it on just that spot, in the goal. Paddy Mahoney waiting to see what's going to happen. Mícheál standing back. Here he comes. And it's a save, a great save. Oh, a first-class save by Paddy Mahoney. It was kicked towards the left corner, high up, and Paddy dived on it, deflected it out around the post. Intended to Brendan Lynch. Brendan out on the far wing, getting to it. And Tom Cummins saving it. And back from Kerry. They seem to be that bit faster to the ball. Paddy Lynch sending it over and making it now 7 points to 1 in favour of Kerry, and Paddy has scored his 3rd point. One-way traffic up to Knock. Michael O'Sullivan, Ger Power. Half back now going into attack. He's on the 50-yard line, the 40. He's on just outside the 21, and he takes his shot and sends it over the bar. The best form of defence is attack, and that's what Ger Power believes. And Sligo not getting an awful lot of length into the kicking out anymore. In fact, I think they've more or less run themselves out of power. And Michael O'Sullivan, well, he hasn't run himself out of power by any means. And honestly, Kerry have only 15 men on the field, the same number as Sligo. And here's Paddy Lynch. And here is Pat Spillane. And here is John Egan. And there's a goal! Paddy Lynch, John Egan. Kerry, that split second, too fast in thinking and in execution. And there is another goal. Oh, what a lovely goal. Delightfully taken by Pat Spillane. Paddy Mahoney all alone. Paddy O'Shea. Pat McCarthy. Brendan Lynch. About to be tackled, but gets his pass into John Egan, and it's another goal!
Kerry have now qualified to meet the reigning champions Dublin in the All-Ireland final, the first meeting between the sides since 1955.
Place pass to Bernard Brogan, Alan Larkin. And possession there all right by John McCarthy. Back to Tony Hanaho. And it's Jimmy Geenahan for Kerry on his own 21. Alan Larkin fielding it despite the breezy condition of the ball. A fair shoulder, no doubt. Brian Mullins in possession. And the first score of the game, a point by Brian Mullins. Kevin Heffernan delighted with that one. Cody O'Mahony with his usual good kick out. Mickey Sullivan. And the referee penalises Dublin for a foul on Mickey Sullivan as he kicked the ball. And this free will be taken by Mikey Sheehy from about 40 yards out. And danger for Dublin there. The ball breaking loose on the wing. It's a goal! It's a goal by John Egan. A goal by John Egan. And there's the free being taken. Here's the ball coming down now. A ball dropped by Gay O'Driscoll. Across comes John Egan. Gets inside and takes his shot, right-footed shot there into the net, and Dublin were really at 6s and 7s in defence there as Kerry lead by 3 points to 1. And here's Ogie Moran going through. Mickey Sullivan is out and he's outside, out and he's left. He's decided to take a shot himself and he sends it over. Ogie Moran. Nice bit of fielding there. Pat Spillane. Still. And the ball hopping. Oh, what misunderstanding in there in the defence. Here's the angle now. Here's the kick. And straight over the bar. A lovely kick there by Brendan Lynch. There's a dangerous one. Nicely chipped up there by Mikey Sheehy and over the bar. Oh, a Mikey Sheehy chip up, reminiscent of the late Cody. The way he got that ball, see the way he tipped it up in running and then sent it over the bar to score his fourth point of the game, making the score now Kerry 1 goal and 9 points, Dublin 6 points. John Egan. And Kerry all over them now as Ogie Moran comes racing in, right through to the centre. John Egan has gone through again, but he's blocked. Great save by Paddy Cullen. Paddy Riley now at the ball. I wonder could that Paddy Cullen save inspire them to wake up a little bit. This is Pat Spillane. And there's another point for Kerry. Kerry coming back. When Dublin get a point, back come Kerry. Young Pat Spillane. He won't be 20 until the month of December, getting that one and sending it over with coolness and calmness after 17 minutes of play, and now 6 points between them once again. Oh, John Egan! And it hit the crossbar. John Egan trying to get another shot at it. It's coming out by Paddy Cullen. I don't know how, but it's coming out. And here's the near miss there for Kerry. This is Pat Spillane again. And there it is, another point for Kerry. And young Pat having a really great game today. And this is John O'Keefe. Jimmy Geenahan. Coming out to grab the ball now is Mikey Sheehy. Out towards Ogie Moran. Ogie cutting through the centre. Alan Larkin is after him. John Egan with the ball now. In front of the corner. And it's a goal. And that is that. Some of the Dublin backs arguing that he was inside the parallelogram, but here it is again. Coming in. There it is. Deflected in. followers numbed into silence by the brilliance, the absolute brilliance of a Kerry team who outmaneuvered and outsped this Dublin team of champions. The youngest team ever to come out of Kerry won this All-Ireland, this team of bachelors.
Congratulations, Pat.
Yeah, one of the best displays, Mick, I'd say, in the history of the association by our team. I thought they played fantastic football.
Does it give you as much pleasure, Mick, as the medals you won yourself?
Even more, I would say. Yeah.
Triumph for the kingdom, and signs that there was even better to come with the skill and determination of a very youthful team improving with each game. But ruggedness and stamina are requirements too, and these qualities were very much in demand during the two epic games that were needed to decide the Munster final of 1976.
Kerry defending the title, going for their 55th Munster Championship. That's Pat McCarthy. Mike Sheehy, the full forward. Nicely passed to Ogie Moran, but he drops it, then gets it ahead. Mickey Sullivan on it. Mickey Sullivan, or Pat Spillane it is, the left corner forward, and that's the first score. Billy Morgan, very short kick out to Seamus O'Sullivan. That's Dave McCarthy, the midfielder for Cork. Cork on the attack again. Dennis Allen, oh, nicely chipping that to Jimmy Barry Murphy. Seamus calling it in. That's a point by Barry Murphy. That was a beautiful pass from Dennis Allen. Referee John Maloney in the All Black there with some stewards trying to get the people back from the back of the goal that Kerry will be defending in the second half. It's been announced that on no condition will the referee restart this game for the second half unless the crowds go way back from the sidelines. Kerry 2 points behind. Paddy Lynch with the free. Drops it to Mike Sheehy. Pass to Ger Power, who's overlapping from the half-back line. This is Pat Spillane. And this is Pat McCarthy. He's been pulled down. It's a penalty. It must be a penalty. The man to take it, number 14, Mike Sheehy, kicking it now. It's stopped by Billy Morgan. What a relief for Cork. And Billy clears it away over the sideline. Nicely caught by Dennis Moore. That's Mike Sheehy. That's Sean Walsh for Kerry. Dangerously moving. Oh, brilliantly saved by Billy Morgan. This is Pat McCarthy. That's the equaliser from McCarthy. But what a brilliant save by Billy Morgan. That's knocked ahead for Seamus Collin. Jimmy Barry Murphy chasing with Jimmy Deenahan. Barry Murphy is quickly up and back on it, and it's a free in for Cork. John Maloney is signalling a free in. So 10 points each. 2 minutes to go. Cork with this free. Dennis Long, the midfielder. It's just about 22 yards out. Way over on the left. Dennis Long with it now. That's Ger Power clearing it away for Kerry.
So the fourth draw between Kerry and Cork in the Munster final. And many will remember that game, not only for the events on the field, but also for the chaos of it. However, whatever dent that match may have made in football's reputation, the replay 2 weeks later, while the Olympic Games were going ahead in Montreal, certainly repaired that damage.
Paddy Lynch intercepts it. And a nice pass to Tim Kennelly. And look at the centre half-back running down into Cork territory. Still in possession. Centre half-back Kennelly to Brendan Lynch, playing right corner forward today. Brendan shot, curling over a large parallelogram. That's Mickey Sullivan, a goal! Oh, Mickey Sullivan gets the breaking ball, runs a few steps and then belts it past Billy Morgan in the Cork goal. Dennis Long for Cork. Jimmy Barry Murphy bouncing off his fingers. Barry Murphy recovering, being chased by Jimmy Deenahan. Barry Murphy gets his shot in. Declan Barron gets it. And the Seamus Collin and knocks it into the net. What a simple goal! This has been such a fast game of football. The pace crippling on this warm, dull, heavy day here in Cork Bequeath. That's John Egan, in trouble but recovering well. Ahead of Paddy Lynch. Lynch getting the pass now, and then a quick pass to Pat Spillane. This is dangerous for Cork. Pat Spillane, and it's goal from Pat Spillane. A short kick out comes to Jimmy Barry Murphy. He must score. Yes, he does. What a disaster for Kerry. What a disaster. The goalkeeper, Paddy Manny, disgusted with himself. Todd O'Shea for Kerry. Passing it to Mike Sheehy. Mike Sheehy then being pushed at the last moment, and it's a free in. It must be a free in. John Maloney giving the free in. Mike Sheehy quickly taken to Sean Walsh, and it's off. Taken off the line. No, it's over the line. The umpire is signaling the flag. It's a goal. Yes, it's a goal. Taken off the line by Brian Murphy, but the umpire is quickly in and raises the flag. Sean Murphy. It's a goal. Sean Murphy. John Maloney running in to consult the two umpires. Wants to know what happened. Oh, it's been disallowed. Some forward was in the square before that free came in from Sean Murphy. Declan Barron. Ger Power. Pat Spillane. Pat Spillane putting it over the bar. So now it's just coming up to the last few minutes. And this is Mike Sheehy for Kerry. And it's all over, it's all over. It's all over, and there is just some confusion. Some people think that the scores are level, but some others think that Cork have won by 2 points. That goal in some doubt, the one that Brian Murphy took off the line. So extra time about to be played in this Munster final.
Please cooperate and stay in your seats, please.
Appeals from the public address for the crowd to stay in their seat. The sides level here. Cork 2 goals and 16 points. Kerry 3 goals and 13. And straight away it's Pod Lynch for Kerry. Brian Murphy. It's Kieran Collins. This is Pat McCarthy. Kerry much happier today all through the replay than they were a fortnight ago at midfield. Brendan Lynch with a shot. Sean Walsh, who came on in the second half of normal time, and Sean Walsh putting Kerry into the lead. This is Pat McCarthy. Cork not at all as much in control of midfield as they were in the drawn game. One of the men who made sure they weren't was that man Pat McCarthy. That's knocked over the bar by John Egan. 1 goal between them. Kerry 3-17, Cork 2-17. Paddy Mahoney with the kick out for Kerry. Pat McCarthy brilliantly fielding that, and then getting himself out of danger. It's John Egan. Shot from John Egan. And Sean Walsh knocks it over the bar, gets a fist to it. Who's going to take it for Cork? Coleman O'Rourke. Remember, they're 4 points behind. They just haven't got time. Coleman O'Rourke, short to Declan Barron. Declan Barron shot. And it's all over, it's all over. Kerry are still the Munster champions. They congratulate each other, these splendid two teams who gave us an absolutely marvellous match, and then splendid football again in extra time.
An epic game, 2 fine footballing sides, a magnificent comeback by Kerry, and even the crowd problems had been sorted out. Kerry's stamina had proved decisive in the end. They appeared to be unstoppable, and this impression was consolidated in the semi-final against Derry.
the confidence and coolness of Peter Stevenson almost was too cool there. Malachy McAfee is on the field for the Derry men. If he's not on, he's coming. Pat Spillane going up the field. His jersey full, but the referee waves him on, lets him take a shot, and it hits the upright. Sean Walsh out now to the wing, and it's a goal! A goal for Mikey Sheehy. Sean Walsh in now to Mikey Sheehy, and it's another goal for Sheehy. Malachy McAfee trying to get the ball up. Pat Spillane into John Egan, into Gerard Driscoll, and it is another goal. Another goal for Kerry as this Kerry forward line refinding the rhythm that was theirs in 1975. And here's John Egan, Mickey Moran after him. And it hit the post, and it's another goal. It's another goal. Sean Walsh, the scorer of that one.
So the position of 1975 was reversed for the final, with Heffo's Dublin determined to avenge their defeat by Kerry the previous year. And this time Kerry's youthful confidence was to be their undoing. The driving hunger of the previous year was missing. What looked easy was anything but. Yet the interest among the Irish abroad was unprecedented in this latest chapter in the ongoing battle for football supremacy.
Green and gold, and Bernard Brogan, Brian Mullins. Beating out to the wing towards John McCarthy. Brian Mullins. Kevin Moran. Not a Kerry man has touched the ball yet, amazingly. Bernard Brogan. Moran, and a shot that's gone wide. And in all that movement from the centre of the field right up to the end, here is Kevin Moran now going through. Out to Bernard Brogan, back into Morden. A blasting shot that went across the goal and went wide. This is Pat O'Neill for Dublin. David Hickey. Jimmy Keasley. Oh, lovely pass into Tony Hanaho. And the first goal of the game, a point by Tony Hanaho for Dublin. Towards brother Brendan. Brendan taps it down, and it's Pat McCarthy now. Up to Brendan Lynch. A lovely shot by Brendan. Oh, a delightful point by Brendan Lynch from a very, very awkward angle. Bernard Brogan fielding well in the centre of the field. Pat McCarthy trying to chase and still chasing the Dubliner. There by Paul O'Shea. Out comes John Egan. And now let's see the Kerry machine moving. We've seen the Dublin machine. That's Brendan Lynch way over on the far side. That's John Egan. And it's still John Egan. And it's still John Egan as he sends that one over the bar after a lovely movement there that started way out the field. Brendan Lynch getting it in now to John Egan, and Egan getting past two Dublin men there who had intent in their heart, shall we say. And here he comes with his kick, and it's over the bar. Line ball for Kerry, and Brendan Lynch is going to take it. You know what? I've seen Brendan Lynch, and so have you, send them over from here. But whether he's going to try this or not, I don't know. No, he's just satisfied to get it into the right parish, and the parish is the hands of Pat Spillane, and it's over the bar. Another point for Kerry. Anton O'Toole. Gerald Power after him. That's Tommy Drum who got it up there. David Hickey. Bobby Doyle. David Hickey. Still David Hickey on the 14-yard line across the front of the goal. It's a goal! Nicely got there by Tim Kennelly under pressure. Three Dublin men standing waiting for that one, and it was Bernard Brogan to David Hickey to Brian Mullins. Out comes Jimmy Deenahan. John McCarthy. And the referee has blown his whistle, and it is a penalty for Dublin to be taken by Jimmy Keaveney. Here's Jimmy now. It's a goal! John Egan. Into the centre now to Mikey Sheehy. Mikey going for it. He's got it. He's on the 21-yard line. And the ball's gone up, and it's gone wide. Paddy Cullen came out and upset the in-moving Kerryman. There's Mikey Sheehy going through. Paddy Cullen decides he will go. He gets his foot to the ball, and how lucky he was for Dublin that he did intercept that almost certain goal. Anton O'Toole. Cody Lynch. John Egan. Kevin Moran can't hold on to him, and I mean hold on. John Egan. Gay O'Driscoll after him. Beating it inside to Mikey Sheehy, and Mikey passes it over the bar. John Egan being chased by Gay O'Driscoll, getting it inside and over the bar. Cody O'Shea going up into the attack. David Hickey after him. Ricky O'Sullivan. Pat Spillane. And Pat steadies himself and sends it over the bar, and now there are only 3 points between them. Power fouled in the back there by the incoming Brian Mullins, but the referee has allowed play go on. He didn't blow his whistle. He waved on the play. Gave Kerry the advantage, and taking advantage of the advantage is John Egan. Ogie Moran, a shot and another point, and now there are only 2 points between them. Ogie, who in 1962 was a mascot for Kerry here today. To Anton O'Toole. Ger Parr tries to save him, but Anton goes through him. This is Brian Mullins, and it's another goal! Another goal for Dublin! Brian Mullins, the scorer! And here's Anton O'Toole, up to Brian Mullins, just on the verge of the parallelogram, and into the net, and it's a goal.
As far as I'm concerned, the result is what we were looking for. If we'd lost today, I think we just might have begun to believe the myth that we couldn't beat Kerry.
I'm very pleased, I must say, and the opposition was right too.
We broke the hoodoo now, and so much for history. We won today.
Jimmy, it all came right on the important day, didn't it? Everything else in the year doesn't matter now.
No, I don't care if we never win another bloody match. I'm happy now.
So the Kerry-Dublin saga of keen rivalry, high-class fare and surprise continued. In the spring of '77, the ascendancy changed once more. The occasion this time was the National League final, as Marbuck and All beat Town a Himmerher Le Feshkin.
This is out to John Egan, the left corner forward. He's won 2 league medals already in right corner. That's the first score. Kick from Robbie, coming to Jack O'Shea. Jack's delivery into the centre of the field, broken down by Pat Spillane. This is Mike Sheehy. That's John Egan. He has a chance at the goal. John Egan with the pass there from Pat Spillane. Paddy Cullen's kick out. Knocked down into the hands of David Hickey for Dublin. It's Anton O'Toole running onto it very smartly. This is Bernard Brogan, who's at midfield instead of Brian Mullen. Bernard going all the way through. Bernard Brogan still there. Into the centre. Charlie Nelligan gets a hand to it. Anton O'Toole. Charlie Nelligan breaking away to free out. Relief there for Kerry. Kick out from Charlie Nelligan. Anton O'Toole, but it comes to Ger Parr. This is Barry Walsh. Barry Walsh for Kerry. Kerry, of course, playing to the goal on our left. That's the railway goal. Still Barry Walsh. Gay O'Driscoll with him, but a good kick from Barry Walsh under pressure from Gay O'Driscoll. Barry Walsh there, what a way to celebrate his 22nd birthday, which was last Friday. Bobby Doyle, then he breaks it down to Mike Sheehy. Cross to Sean Walsh. Sean Walsh to Pat Spillane. Spillane to Jack O'Shea. Jack O'Shea to John Egan. John Egan turning around and having the shot. And it's out. Another point. The free from Kevin. This is Bernard Brogan breaking ahead. Bernard Brogan, number 17. This is Anton O'Toole. Anton O'Toole to Keaveney. Jimmy Keaveney is in the large parallelogram. Out to Tony Hanaho, and he kicks it wide. Tony Hanaho there getting the pass from Jimmy Keaveney. Comes to Sean Walsh. Bobby Doyle there beating Sean through it. Alan Larkin getting a boot to Jimmy Keaveney. That's David Hickey. And Charlie Nelligan getting it into his hand, but the referee is a penalty. It looks a penalty. So Jimmy Keaveney with the penalty, and it's there. All hands grabbing for it. Eventually it breaks away. And comes to Paul O'Shea, who made it bounce rightly for himself, then losing it, recovering quickly. The pass to Sean Walsh. Tommy Drum along with them into John Egan, back to Sean Walsh. Sean Walsh with the kick. And it's a beautiful point from the right half forward.
We felt like we owed them something since last year, and people were saying, you know, that Dublin were caught out in 75. Well, I think today we proved that we're a good side, and if we're not a bit better.
Today was an important game, a very important game for us, because we decided that we had to win. We had to win this one. We won the All-Ireland in 75, we were beaten in 76, and we had to regain lost prestige, and let me put it that way, against Dublin. And we were fully determined going out in the field today that we would do that, and I think that we did it.
Yes, I can understand Kerry's viewpoint, but we were equally determined to win today, and the result now stands, and it's only history now. And sure, we'll see what happens. If we can get a good run in the championship, we might be able to reverse the situation sometime later on this year.
4 months later, the familiar colours of the green and gold of Kerry and the sky blue of Dublin mingled again in the All-Ireland semi-final. Kerry had simply brushed aside Tipperary and Cork on their way to the penultimate stage of the championship.
Kevin Moran holding him up, and holding him up it is. The free for Kerry on the 50-yard line. Mikey Sheehy to take it. Oh, a short one, an intended pass out there to Jack O'Shea, very quickly intercepted there by David Hickey. This is Anton O'Toole. Gerald Keefe slipping there, quickly taken by Bobby Doyle into Jimmy Keaveney. A shot and it's wide. Oh, Jimmy, oh, Jimmy, oh, Jimmy. Cody Lynch with Brian Mullins trying to get after him, but Brian going the wrong way. This is Joe Power for Kerry. Tommy Drum trying to stop her, but can't. That's Cody Lynch. Brian Mullins after him. Mikey Sheehy. First score of the game. Right down the middle. Twisted out to this side, got by Tommy Drum. Jimmy Keaveney and John O'Keefe. The ball breaking to Anton O'Toole. Anton O'Toole with it now for Dublin. Getting it inside to Tony Hanaho. Still Tony Hanaho. Hanaho's shot and it's the point. Nice fielding momentarily there by Jack O'Shea, but that's Fran Ryder trying to get it past 4 Kerry men. This is Joe Power, the ever-energetic Joe Power. Kevin Moran blocking his way. Tommy Drum. Brian Mullins. Kevin Moran. Now Dublin settling down a good deal better. And here comes the defending Kevin Moran in one of his sallies into attack. Up it goes to Tony Hanaho, and he tries to, I don't know what he tried to do, fisted hurling style into the net, but he missed, and the ball is come out now, and it's Kerry coming away. Tony Lynch, Pat Spillane. Racing up the far wing is John Egan, all alone, and he's going to get it. He's got it, he's all alone, and now he's no longer alone as he tries to burst his way through, takes his shot, and scores his point. Short one, intended to be short, obviously, to Tommy Drum, to Kevin Moran. Through the centre now to David Hickey. Davey with 3 Kerry men around it. There must be loose men around somewhere, he says. He tries in the centre, but John O'Keefe isn't the man he wanted. In possession now, John Egan. John Egan supposed to be a half-back or a half-forward playing up down to the defence, and this is Brian Mullins breaking through now. Out to the wing, intercepted by John O'Keefe. Nicely done too. And the referee waves on play there as John comes out. Nice bit of fielding in the centre of the field by Brian Mullins. Up now towards Hanaho. He gets it down now towards Anton O'Toole. Anton's shot is high, it's good, and it's the point. Brian Mullins once again going high in the air there. Here he goes. He's 30 yards out. He takes his shot and he is sent it wide. Mikey Sheehy, is he going to try another short one or going to have a go at a point? And the way he's running back, it looks as if it's going to be an effort at a point. And Sean Walsh has it. It's a goal! A goal for Kerry! And a lovely bit of fielding by Pat O'Neill. John O'Keefe judging it well, being helped there by Tim Kennelly, going back to cover off. There seem to be loose Kerry men everywhere now. That's Paudie Lynch. That's Jack O'Shea. That's Sean Walsh. In it goes now to Mikey Sheehy. Another shot and it's the point. It's the point scored by Mikey Sheehy. Anton O'Toole very near the sideline but keeping it in play. Lovely point, a lovely curling point there by Anton O'Toole. Robbie Kelleher covering off again to Anton O'Toole. A little bit of the dog direction about that pass of Anton's, but Tommy Drum gets it. This is Brian Mullins coming to it now. Tony Hanaho might hold on to it. It comes back to Anton O'Toole. It's high and it narrows the gap still further. Those last 2 points just before the interval could be very important for Dublin. The score, Kerry 1 goal and 6 points. Dublin 6 points. And that's Kevin Moran breaking away for Dublin. Just as he did in the All-Ireland final at the start last year. He's in front of the goal. He takes his shot. A hopping ball in that goes to Paudie Mahoney. And Paudie fields it delightfully and clears it outfield. When it comes to Tommy Drum. Brian Mullins. Doyle is down there. Brian Mullins' pass goes astray. Eventually gets back to him, but now it goes to John McCarthy. Brian Mullins. Jimmy Keevy trying to get it up there, but Ogie Moran gets it. Whether it was Jimmy or John O'Keefe, I wouldn't be sure, but Ogie got it. This is Gay O'Driscoll gone back 50 yards from his own goal. Tommy Drum. Bobby Doyle. Tommy Drum. John McCarthy getting his fist across the bench to Tony Hanaho. It must be, it is, it's a goal. John McCarthy, the scorer. Eddie Cullen doing a little solo all on his own. Bobby Doyle and Ger O'Keefe. What a great game Ger O'Keefe is having. Point there by Ger O'Keefe, moving up to within 40 yards of the Dublin goal and sending the ball over. 29 minutes of this left. Hallelujah. And Jimmy Deanahan, a lovely clearance outfield. It's got by Mikey Sheehy. Ball deflected out now to the oncoming Jack O'Shea. Jack now out to Sean Walsh. Sean Walsh in front of the goal. He passed the but there's nobody there. The forwards running on inside him. Out now to Sean Walsh. Sean's kick is good. It's over the bar. Out to Tommy Drum. Into Anton O'Toole. Anton's shot is over the bar and it's a point. And the ball down in front of the goal. This is Hanaho. And that is the lead for Dublin for the first time in the game. This is Bobby Doyle. Still Bobby Doyle on the 14. And it's the lead again for Dublin. Paddy O'Shea, and this is Paddy Lynch. Nothing in front of him but the goalkeeper. He takes his shot, and it's gone over the bar. And Kerry are level again. Jack O'Shea, Pat Spillane. Still Pat Spillane. He's gone right through now. Mikey Sheehy. And Kerry lead again. And just one throw the hand too much that Ogie Moran took advantage of. Paddy Lynch. Sean Walsh. Tom Doyle. John Egan. And it's another point for Kerry. John Egan, the scorer. Anton O'Toole. And Tony Hanaho has it now. In front of the goal. It's a goal! What a wonderful goal by David Hickey. Ogie Moran with his shot in towards the goal. Oh, what a save by Sean Doherty. Bobby Doyle, the tension and anxiety of the whole lot of them. This is David Hickey coming away now. This is Tony Hanaho. In now to Bernard Flogan. He's in front of the goal. He can't miss. He has it. Bernard Flogan drilling for oil. He drilled for a goal there and drilled right into the back of the net.
Many said that this was the finest game of football ever played. Few argued, and the end result of a 5-point win for Dublin denied Kerry another tilt at final honours. But their 1977 adventures with Dublin were not yet over. The autumn shadows were long when the sides met in a league game.
Anton O'Toole breaking ahead for it. Anton O'Toole being chased by Ger O'Keefe, but it's still O'Toole dangerously. Gets the push, it's still O'Toole, and it's off the upright, and then it's in, or is it? Yes, John McCarthy. Paul putting Kerry on the attack. Robbie Kelleher there under pressure, comes into Owen Liston, the full forward. They're closing in on him quickly. It's still Owen Liston. He shoots, and that's the goal for Kerry. Oh, that was well done by Owen Liston. The new full forward, the man who was midfield and full forward on the under-21 team. Dublin on the attack again. Kevin Moran coming from centre half back. And Kevin Moran still charging through. Remember last year's All-Ireland final. This is Tony Hanaho. And that's Tony Hanaho still. And that's in. John McCarthy. Oh, the flag is going up. It's a goal. A little beyond the 50-yard line. Dennis with the kick. This is Jack O'Shea. Drops it. Sean Doherty, and it's in the net. That's Mike Sheehy. Time now is up, it would appear. 2:11 to 2:7. Dublin leading. There were just a few stoppages. This is Kerry again. Jack O'Shea, the scorer of the last one, to John Egan. Kerry coming again. Jack O'Shea getting the reverse pass. This is Mike Sheehy. That's into Owen Liston, and it's in the back of the net. Over Paddy Cullen's head. A good movement in the big bearded mid or full forward, finishing it with a pass.
So honour restored for Kerry, and the seeds of hope sown for the dawn of 1978. Kerry's other great rivals are Cork, of course, and it was almost inevitable that this pair would contest the Munster final.
Ray now playing with it, taking his time, dropping it into the centre. Declan Barron is in there, and this is Jimmy Barry Murphy. Is it a penalty? It's a penalty, it must be. Oh no, the referee has blown for the foul. Jimmy Barry was set up for the goal, well inside the large parallelogram. And Dennis Allen, 15, taking this penalty. Charlie Nelligan in front of him. And Two fouls show Sean O'Connor throwing it up between them, between Owen Liston and Brian Murphy. Taken by Jack O'Shea for Kerry. Number 2, Brian Murphy. Mike Sheehy hurling it in across the large parallelogram. Oh, that's Tom Doyle, what a goal! Tom Doyle getting a hand to it, on to John Egan. And then into Ger Power. Oh, Ger Power gone through to Owen Liston, back into Mike Sheehy. What a goal! What a goal that was! Kerry coming back very quickly. Owen Liston back into Ger Power. It was a nice return pass, and that's Tom Doyle, and this is Mike Sheehy, and that's the goal. Oh, that was a beautiful one. Sending it over to the right, knocked back in by Dennis Lenihan, into the hands of Paul O'Shea. He's crossing the face of the goal mouth. He's been stopped. The referee is pointing in there. A free in that Paul O'Shea had fouled it. And if that was a free in there, it was inside the large parallelogram, quickly taken by Dennis, and then he gets the rebound. Declan Barron for Cork. This is Jimmy Barry Murphy side-footing it in when it broke away from Jimmy Barrett and Tim Kennelly. Jimmy Barry Murphy side-footing it into the back of the net, but that's too late. 7 points between them now.
Cork then with only themselves to blame as Kerry advanced to a semi-final clash with Connacht champions Roscommon.
And the game is on. Tim Kennelly for Kerry. Pat McCarthy for Kerry out in the centre of the field, and Sean Walsh in full forward. Pat, who went in originally towards full forward, but has moved out as Mikey Sheehy takes the free, and it's fisted over the bar by Owen Liston. Owen, who uses that arm of his as if it was a hurley, the way he swings on the ball. Oh, a very poor one indeed. Ger Power to pass Balan, and here comes Kerry racing in now. The goalkeeper comes out, and there's the goal! Michael Finneran to Mick Frayne. Patsy Cox into the centre. Tony McManus out to the wing. A great save by Nelligan. Another save. Two great shots, and here it is. You can see the shot going through, and it is a great shot that came from James O'Connor, or John O'Connor, and the second one from Patsy Cox. And the kick into the centre of the field, and now it is Roscommon breaking away. John O'Connor, but he's way blocked over there. Referee says play on as Paddy O'Shea stands up expecting he's getting a free there. He plays on, and here comes Jack O'Shea. And he's selling dummies wholesale there to Mickey Frayne. Owen Liston. John Egan, and the ball knocked down. It is a goal! A goal by Ger Power. Well upfield. Well, that's the kind of a day it is. Ogie Morn. John Egan. Jack O'Shea. Mickey O'Sullivan outside him, but he's not going outside. He's keeping going inside. Pat Spillane. And a point. It can look so easy. Dermot Early. Lovely bit of feeling in there, but the ball dropped. And back covering up Pat Spillane. And out now with the ball, coming upfield, Tim Kennelly, out to Paddy O'Shea, and Paddy O'Shea out now towards Mikey Sheehy. Mike looking for somebody to pass it to, and he finds someone, a chap called Jack O'Shea. He's going to go through and get his point. And it's only seconds ago that Roscommon looked like scoring down at the other end of the field. Dave Sheeran, and now Ger Power. We're now going through the formalities of the last few minutes of this game. Mikey Sheehy into Palomani, and it is a goal! Another goal. Palomani is the scorer. And no, it hit the crossbar. And the referee kicks the ball out. And from the kick out, the ball comes to John Egan. And it's over the bar for another point.
No contest was the general verdict on a lacklustre game, dominated by a Kerry team driven by a fierce desire to win back the Sam Maguire in September. By now the names of Spillane, Sheehy, Power, O'Keefe, Shea, Lynch and others had become household words around the country. They were soon to be joined by a quartet who really made the grade during this year: Charlie Nelligan, Jack O'Shea, Shawnee Walsh and Owen the Bomber Liston. But even the most loyal of Kerry fans could hardly have anticipated the outcome of this 78 final, as their men challenged the champions of the previous 2 years, Dublin.
It was 5 points to 1 at one stage, and I remember well at one stage saying to the selectors alongside each year, we're in for a right hammering today, and you know, Dublin really committed themselves to attack.
In waves.
That's right, and they left a big space at the back. And I think if I can remember rightly, it was one ball was put through and John Egan got it and he tapped it over Column's head in. I think that was the changing point in that game.
That was the first goal, yeah.
That was the first goal. A lot of people will seem to say that Mikey Sheehy's goal was the one that changed it, but I don't think so. It was the first goal that John Egan got. That was the one that really brought us back into the game, you know. And after that, then we just went on to play fantastic football in that final, and I think we gained in confidence as the game went on.
Ball fisted down by Bernard Brogan, who got a knock on the back as he fell there. Ball put Bobby Doyle. Jimmy Keaveney. Jimmy pretends to go one, goes the other, takes a shot, and there's the first score of the game. Paudie O'Shea and Sean Doherty lording it down 60 yards out from his own goal. John McCarthy. This is David Hickey. Bernard Brogan running onto it and shot at a lovely point. Oh, a lovely passing movement. Look at this for some lovely passing. This is David Hickey. Running onto it there was Bernard Brogan. That was the end of the passing movement, and Bernard has sent it over the first non-Jimmy Keaveney point of the game. Dublin seemed to have a spare man all over the place. Tommy Drum, Tony Hanaho. Back to Tommy Drum. Across towards John McCarthy, and Pat Spillane, the half forward, as so often has happened, back in defence to help out. Paudie O'Shea. This is Tommy Drum. And Robbie Kelleher, who hasn't been in the game up to now, is up in the attack. Back to Bobby Doyle. And Bobby is penalised for carrying the ball too far. Well, Robbie Kelleher, I quite honestly don't remember seeing him touch the ball before now, but where does he pop up? But about 30 yards out from the Kerry goal. This is Owen Liston. Pass the ball out now to Jack O'Shea. Jack O'Shea right through there to pass it out to John Egan. And Cullen has come out. And Cullen has come out. And it's a goal. A well-deserved, and well, here it is. The ball fisted through. Goes up now towards Pat Spillane. He passes it to the waiting John Egan. Paddy Cullen comes out, tries to smother the ball. He can't, and the ball goes into the goal, and the score is now Dublin 6 points, Kerry 1-1, and it's 26 minutes gone in the first. This is Pat Spillane now. Out now to Jack O'Shea. Jack O'Shea going through, and it's a point. A good point there as Kerry have really got moving. Jack O'Shea, shoulder to shoulder. Oh, a lovely ball, a real attacking ball. It's deflected out, and it's gone very near the end line. Paddy Cullen going out for it. And Paddy Cullen. Oh dear, oh dear. Paddy Cullen, a jug. Oh, a goal in the greatest streak of all time. Here it is again. Nobody was expecting the ball to be kicked, and before Paddy Cullen could have got back into the goal, the ball was in the net. Into the centre of the field again. Breaking down, Kerry getting moving now as Jack O'Shea has it. A dangerous ball to Owen Liston, and it's another goal! Owen Liston the scorer, and there's no who's inside his man, and he pounds it into the net, and Kerry lead by the score of 12 points to 7. Kevin Moran not going up for it. The ball going to Sean Walsh. Sean Walsh now to Pat Spillane. Pat Spillane with Sean Egan inside. Not Sean Egan. It's a point anyway. A lovely ball there that came out on the wing there to Ger Power, who went through with it. And here comes Mikey Sheehy. And now it's all Kerry again. A lovely shot, a lovely point from out the field. Cody Lynch to take the free, which is just 65 metres out from the Dublin goal. And Owen Liston outfielding everybody. The ball back into Liston, and it's another goal! Another goal for Owen Liston, and Kerry are on the highway. Here's the ball. Owen Liston passes it up to the wing. Back it comes again. Owen blasts it to the net, and Paddy Cullen is left stranded without an oar, without a boat. And here it is once again. That's the same goal from another angle. Sean Walsh is after them. Sean Walsh is robbed him. And the ball comes now to Jack O'Shea. And it's Kerry in the centre of the field who are lording it at the moment. And here comes Kerry again as Ger Power gets it up now to Owen Liston. Owen Liston is Pat Spillane to Owen Liston, and a point. It might have been a goal. And boy, these Kerry lads sling that ball around with purpose. One pass, then another one to Owen Liston, getting inside his man. Pat Spillane back to Owen Liston, and Owen Liston takes his point. David Hickey over now to Bernard Brogan. The gun out there is Ogie Moran. Ogie Moran nipping in there quickly. Ball out to the wing towards Ger Power. Back it comes again to Ogie Moran. And Ger Power racing up the wing. He's gone up to the right corner. Robbie Kelleher is after him. That's John Egan. And Owen Liston is in there and has sent it into the net. The referee is going down to query whether he was inside the square or not. And they have decided, well, they decided that he wasn't. And here's Bobby Doyle now. Bobby Doyle working his way up, and this pass goes right into the hands of Pat Spillane, who's now come out from the goal, and Jimmy Deenahan has gone into the goal. This is John Egan. Across into the centre to Pat Spillane. And Owen Liston again. Back out to Ger Power. Back to Owen Liston. And Owen takes his point. And here comes Kerry again.
The Secretary's office at the rear of the whole.
This is John Egan. What a great forward he is. Dale Driscoll trying to hold on to him, but John's still in the sales business. And this one has gone over for another point. And we've had absolute brilliance and dedication from a Kerry team who came really from being nowhere. They were nowhere halfway through that first half. Dublin were giving an exhibition. And here's Ogie, the star of Golmanston College some years ago, the lad who was a mascot back in 1960, and a 4-year-old kid. And here he is receiving from Con Murphy the coveted Sam Maguire Cup.
Agus tá cléim na héan haar náis a géirí. Agus tá sé dá nóra go manis an carna brana a Dunacha Ogie Moran.
Really úsil agus a card a gweil. Tá an áthas an corn seo ag leacha son Fern agus Munster-Kerry. I'd like to say a special word of thanks to one man. Oh, I don't know how we're going to thank him. You know, he's done everything for us. He's left home every evening at 5 o'clock and doesn't get home till 11. And he runs a thriving business down in Waterville. I don't know how he manages, but he never leaves us down. I'd like to say a special word of thanks to Mick O'Dwyer.
Well, we're very happy and very relieved to have beaten Dublin. I think we had a repeat of 75. We played with the same spirit and the same determination. We're very happy at the moment.
It was a foul by Paddy Cullen. Paddy seemed to be in possession, and Ger Power came in and tackled him. And we were fortunate enough to get the free, and Paddy seemed to be arguing with the referee. And I just had one look up, and the line was unguarded, so I had to go, and I was just looking up for Winton, you know.
A comprehensive win indeed, and the Kerry kickers were now in full bloom. Im Lán na Hóige agus Lán de Vishnach. They were to encounter Dublin again in the final of 79, but beforehand they had to dispose of the Monaghan challenge in the semi-final.
But Mick O'Dwyer gets the ball out, feeded by Jack O'Shea, Paddy Lynch, John Egan, who has come way out for the ball. This is Jack O'Shea. This is Pat Spillane, all listed in there, and it is a point. All Liston sailing high for that one. Breaking out along the wing here, Pat Spillane. Back to Paddy Lynch. Up now to Owen Liston, who's wandering everywhere, and here goes Owen. John Egan running out to the wing, waiting for a pass into the centre. A pass got there and kicked over by Mikey Sheehy, and Mikey has made it 2 points to no score. Vincent O'Connor, Pat Spillane, Ger Power, Owen Liston, and it's a goal! It's a goal! Owen Liston again! And every time that ball comes down, there seems to be a Kerry man to meet it. Tim Kennelly this time. By Mikey Sheehy, and this is Ger Power, and that's the goal! Here it is again, the pass into Ger Power, and just to the left and into the net. This is Tom Moyna. Going out, a little bit surprised it was coming his way there was Anthony McCardle. Not surprised was Paddy Lynch. This is Mick Spillane, the left full back. He's been chased, but not being caught. Jack O'Shea out to the wing, and it is no, it's wide. It's wide. Monaghan trying very hard to break down this barrier, and this is Kevin Traynor. He has broken it down into the centre now. To McCarville. This is Jerry McCarville. He takes his shot, and it's saved by Charlie Nedigan. Charlie getting it out now to the loose Jack O'Shea. Owen Liston, who's wandering everywhere. John Egan, who's in his shadow. Till John Egan. John Hughes is after him. Oh, it's wide. It went sizzling. Ball got now by Kieran Finley, and he just can't control the ball and feed himself the way he seemed to slip around there. Pat Spillane. Owen Liston. Here we go again. Owen Liston in towards the goal. Out comes Paddy Linden. Well done. And the way the ball breaks with the Kerry men. It's the way they make it break. Fergus Caulfield. And all alone without anybody near him as he goes up for it, Paddy Lynch. John O'Keefe. The way the Kerry men, with the utmost confidence, play hand passing in defence as well as in attack. Oh, what a lovely ball, Mikey Sheehy, and it is a goal! A lovely pass from the wing by Ger Power. Right out from the wing, from Ger Power, laid on. Here it is now. There is Ger Power. He has a look. He lobs the ball in, fielded perfectly, brought into a position and flicked to the right of the goalkeeper as we look at it. This is Kieran Finlay. Kieran breaking clear this time, but sending the ball into a space that's full of one Kerry man, Charlie Nedigan. Look at the way the Kerry men judge that hop. John Egan. And going on with it now is Mikey. Mikey Sheehy to Pat Spillane. Pat Spillane, and a great save! A great save there! A wonderful save there as Ger Power tried trying to get that ball in. And that is a memory of this game. A really great save by Paddy Linden. Look at Mikey Sheehy go through. There it is, out to Ger Power. Ger looks to have put it away, but a great save. Not only does he stop it, but he's there to get it when it comes down. This is Ogie Moran. Hogan into the spell. Oh, look at the way things go for you. And here's Owen Liston. And the ball knocked out of his hand. And it is a goal. It's a goal. A goal by Mikey Sheehy. 2 goals and 4 scored by Mikey Sheehy. And as they say on the stage, you ain't seen nothing yet. There is another goal. And this one also scored by Mikey Sheehy. This is Paddy Lynch. Tim Kennelly. Out on the far side waiting for a Jack O'Shea. Running up to it there, Tom Doyle, but it's Sean Walsh who goes out for it. Ogie Moran running into position. John Egan now. Back into Ogie. Ogie takes a shot, and Ogie scores a point. Ogie Moran, a man of many parts and many places. Indeed, the Kerry selectors played him in so many places that they don't know where to put him.
Dublin, in fairness, their team were getting on at the time, and I don't know what it was. We just seem to have got it going properly, and we got a great start. And our team were really moving well at the time. And we had a very young side.
Bobby Doyle is doing his usual wandering in centre field, and John O'Keefe is wandering after him. And up they go for that. Oh, what a cracking goal! What a cracking, wonderful goal by Mikey Sheehy. Here it is, and there it is. Kerry trying to work their way through now is Tom Doyle, Liston, Paddy Cullen. Oh, Liston getting his hurling-like swing at that one, but saved by Paddy Cullen. This is Mick Kennedy, Tommy Drum, Jim Ronayne. Dublin moving up now. Bobby Doyle running onto it. Very near the end line, being chased by Mick Spillane. Bobby cutting inside. Still Bobby. Across to Ronayne. It's a goal. Jim Ronayne will score here. Anton O'Toole again, working his way right through. The ball taken out of his hand there. And goes to Paddy O'Shea. Out to Jack O'Shea. They're not brothers, they're not related. Jack all alone now, nobody near him. Picking his spot, and the spot is, as well as wide, that John Egan, and now going right through, taking a shot. You see him going through there. Ball back out to John Egan, and he sends it wide. Oh, what an escape for Dublin there. The hill is strangely silent. I wonder why. Paddy Lynch, out the wing now to John Egan. And Owen Liston is staying back in, waiting for the pass. And Mick Kennedy has got in between them, but Owen Liston gets it back now. Back to Jack O'Shea, and Jacko's kick is over the bar. Making the score now, Kerry 1-10, Dublin 1-4. And the referee giving a free to Paddy Lynch for being the man of possession and held in possession. Oh, a lovely high ball. Oh, Liston's got it in front of the goal. Out comes Paddy Cullen. The side, but the referee has called for the ball, and it is a penalty. And there is the reason why. Mikey Sheehy to take it, and here's the kick. And it's a goal! A goal for Kerry, a goal for Mikey Sheehy. And here is Jack O'Shea, and here's John Egan. John Egan heading through. Oh, Paddy, what are you going to do? John racing through. Look at the way he goes through. He sidesteps Tommy Drum, gets the ball, still goes on, lets it fall out of his hand virtually, but with a forward motion, and in it rolls into the goal. 6 minutes left in the game. O'Driscoll bringing it down. The ball nipped in now by going, got it out to Pat O'Neill, but Pat's clearance has come over to the Kerry men. They're playing ducks and drakes, and King Duck and Drake is Mikey Sheehy. Another point for this arch score-getter. What a lovely footballer. Here it is again. The block-down shot there, blocked down by Paddy Cullen. Pat O'Neill getting it out. Lovely pass there by Owen Liston in to Mikey Sheehy and over the bar. And there is the Sam Maguire Cup. And it is exactly 50 years ago since a Kerry man first took this Sam Maguire Cup in 1929. It was Joe Barrett in those days. In 1979, it's Tim Kennelly. And there's Tim, obviously moved as the leader of this truly great team.
Clonborough and Munster-Kerry.
There it is, the handover of Sam. And Sam, with the Kerry man out there, is going back home to Kerry. This time to the Stole. And what a race meeting they're going to have there.
Well, for about 7 or 8 years there, it was Dublin and Kerry, you know, and a lot of people were saying it was bad for the game, but I don't believe it was. There was a good standard of football being played by both counties, and there was a lot of thought being put into the game, and I think that's the most important thing of all, so long as the standard is high and good. And I think the two teams approached it in a professional manner and worked hard with their players, and I think it was a great game.
Over 72,000 people saw the end of Dublin's dominance against a rampant Kerry side that appeared to be going from strength to strength.
Just coming up to the 9th minute rather, and it's Paul O'Shea intercepting that one. Jack O'Shea here, booting it away. It slips past Pat Spillane. But Pat recovering. That's John Egan. A chance here now. Billy Morgan saved it well, and then he has to hurry out to get to it. It slipped away from his fingers, but he gets it away quickly. Way beyond midfield, sending that meant for Jimmy Barry Murphy, but it'll break to Dave Barry. Oh, that was beautiful done by the young lad to John Allen. Now can he find someone inside? Dave Barry's inside him. It's punched away from him by John O'Keefe. What great defensive work by the fullback. Dennis Allen quickly taking it to Christy Ryan. That comes back off the post. It bounces away from Jimmy Barry Murphy. Jack O'Shea is there helping the defence, and he clears away quickly. Comes to John Egan. Intercepted by Seamus O'Sullivan, but it's still John Egan. And that's Tommy Doyle. That was a quick breakaway. That's Jimmy Barry Murphy. The pass to Tim Dalton. Christy Ryan coming through from midfield. Jimmy Barry back to Christy Ryan again. And Christy Ryan shot, but it's going to go wide. Oh, he was just on the corner of the large parallelogram. Kerry wasting no time. Owen Liston. 11 is Tom Doyle. Comes back to Owen Liston, who's roaming out now from the square. Ger Power, number 10. Kerry working so well with such confidence. Of course, if you've been All-Ireland champions for 2 years, you're bound to be self-assured. That's Pat Spillane. And a point for Pat. That's beautifully done. Under a lot of pressure from Joe O'Sullivan he was. He turned around, hit it as he swung, and puts it over. And now Kerry lead by 6 points. So Creedon with the long free. Beautifully feeded by Paul O'Shea for Kerry. That's meant for John Egan, and John stayed back well for it. Oh, judged it beautifully and then controlled it. And look at him go. Curling right into Mike Sheehy. And that was into the hands of Jimmy Kerrigan. And Ogie Moran will take the free. That's not all the way. Mick O'Dwyer is happy now in that dugout. Joe Sullivan for Cork. That's beaten John Allen, and John O'Keefe stays down and then punts it away to Ogie Moran here. Jack O'Shea. John Egan into the hands of Owen Liston. He must score. Oh, yes! That was so easily done. Comes to Jimmy Barry Murphy. Can he get away this time? He has been closely marked by Mick Spillane. That's the interception from Tim Kennelly. Comes to Tom Doyle. Kerry don't waste any time. Mike Sheehy. Oh, that's Ger Carr. That was beautifully set up, and Ger has such a chance. Oh, what a beautiful goal.
Confidence restored then for the Kingdom, and once more on the road to Croke Park for a semi-final, this time against Offaly. Many expected Kerry to crush these aspirants from the Midlands, but they encountered a surprisingly tenacious side that refused to give up in a furiously fast game played in blistering heat.
This is Matt Connor. Still Matt Connor. Oh, a lovely screw shot there by Matt. What a delightful shot that was. Johnny Mooney. Jimmy Keenan is after him. Mooney trying to sell dummies. And he's trying to take a dive too, but the referee didn't fall for that one. The ball passed out to the side, and now it's Mitch Spillane. Mitch Spillane. Still Mitch Spillane. He's 50 yards out from the opposing goal. Back now to Owen Liston. And Matt Connor robbing him briefly. This is Ogie Moore, and this is John Egan. Egan shot, and it's over the bar. And now they're trying to open up the play. They're trying to keep that ball moving around. But here it goes to Ger O'Keefe. Ger O'Keefe, who has followed Matt Connor, who's gone up the field. Up now to Owen Liston. Liston into the centre, and Pat Spillane is there. It's a goal. It's a cover. Pat Spillane got it, but he was fouled. The referee, for a moment, looked as if he was going to blow the whistle and give a free. Instead, he's given the goal. Kick out by Mick Ryan. Come on, catches this one. Johnny Mooney inside his man now. Across it comes to Matt Connor. A goal! Here it is again. And crashed into the net there by Matt Connor. A lovely effort, feeded first by Johnny Mooney. Here comes Kerry on a real move now. Ger Power. It looks so easy when you do it that way. Ger Power has passing the ball over the crossbar to make it 1-8 to 1-3. This is Ogie Moran. Richie Connor trying to get to him, and Ogie shot is over the bar. Whether you kick them or whether you hand pass them, the Kerry forwards seem to be able to score. And Stephen Darby playing one fine game for Offaly. And just to prove that you can be wrong, he misplaces that pass. And here's Liston, in now to Pat Spillane and over the bar. What rhythm, what movement. About 6 different people touched that ball. Here's Richie Connor. Here they go now. Liam Curran's being chased by Ger Power. Richie Connor. Passing it on now to Pat Arden to Jerry Carroll. Carroll being harassed there by Ger O'Keefe. Still going in. It's a goal! It's a goal! A goal by Jerry Carroll. Jerry Carroll getting that one in. Everybody seemed to stand up for a moment, except Jerry Carroll. Jimmy Deanahan to Tim Kennelly. Out to Tommy Doyle, the coolness of the Kerry men under pressure. And what looked like a sitter for the backs just went astray there. This is John Egan. This is Ger Power. He's been chased by Liam Currams. Currams robbed him. Ger Power again. And the play goes on. Ball kicked out there by Eugene Mulligan. Johnny Mooney, who gets my vote for fielder of the day. Matt Connor fisting it back, but it goes to Ger O'Keefe of Kerry. This is Pat Spillane. He's shaken off Stephen Darby this time. His kick is over the bar, and nicely taken point by Pat Spillane. Here's Paddy O'Shea. One of his sallies into attack. John Egan coming across from the far side. Ger Power. And he passes it over the bar. It could have been in the goal. It wasn't. comes the kick out. Tommy Doyle with it now. Up along the wing, and a lurch there by Eugene Mulligan. Didn't quite arrive. This is Owen Liston. This is Tommy Doyle. This is John Egan. And that is Mikey Sheehy. And it's in the net. It's in the net. The umpires aren't even considering. No, he's outside the wet now. We'll follow this one carefully. John Egan, he just got the Mikey Sheehy just got the ball as he hopped, and he was not inside the parallelogram when he received the ball. It was a photo finish, but it was a legal goal. Johnny Mooney. And a dainty kind of a shot there. Mikey Sheehy coming way down the field to the 45-metre line to get the ball. Owen Liston. Ger Power racing for it. John Egan decides he'll go. Ger Power has gone inside, waiting for the ball. And there he is. And I saved there by Martin Furlong. Out now to Sean Lowry. Sean Lowry sidestepping the incoming Liston there. In the game, and the second half is Jack O'Shea puts the electricity going again. Ogie Moran back to Jack O'Shea. Jack O'Shea's kick blocked back out to Ogie. Ogie Moran's going to lose his jersey there, but he's not going to lose the ball. In it goes to Mikey Sheehy, and he sends it wide. The square. No, it's not. The umpires put up the flag. Sean Lowry misjudging that one, and here comes John Egan. Two men inside him, and it is gone over the bar for a point as that one was passed to him. And it just hit the crossbar and went over. Was held, but the referee gave him the advantage, and here he comes through again now, trying to get room to taste it. Goal for Offaly by Matt Connor. He was given the advantage, he took the advantage. Here it comes out. He tries to work his way through, takes his shot, and buries it. Out comes the ball. This is Sean Lowry. Way upfield, Ger O'Keefe for Kerry. Are they going to come round and get another one now? Way downfield, and yes they are. Here's Mikey Sheehy. Mikey Sheehy back into John Egan, and John Egan into the net. Tit for tat. And Martin Furlong comes out to shake his hand. The ball coming up the field is got there by Mikey Sheehy, back into the waiting John Egan. John Egan into the net, and now it's back to 27-19. Jack O'Shea. Tommy Doyle. Jack O'Shea. Owen Liston. John Egan. Did I mention an Offaly man? Not one. And a great save by Martin Furlong. And Pat Spillane tries to get it in. And well done, Martin. A good save indeed. His pass up to Johnny Mooney. Mooney going sauntering up the field. Up the top is Patrick. Pass in now to Jerry Carroll. Carroll through. Another goal. Another goal. Jerry Carroll's second goal of the game. And it is an amazing game, because we're now in the 34th minute of the game. Offaly have got 2 goals in the last 5 minutes that would be enough to turn any game around, but they don't have a snowball's chance in hell of getting 5 points back in the last minute of the game. And Offaly pressing for all their worth, but Ger O'Keefe is there. So is Tommy Doyle. Into the centre to John Egan, and what a game he's had today. And Ger Power trying to get inside. Is it going to happen again? Oh, imagine doing that in the last minute an All-Ireland semi-final, and it doesn't matter. Just look. Oh dear. The final whistle has gone. Tommy Doyle has been forgiven, and Kerry have won as amazing a game as I've seen for a long, long time.
A fine performance then by Offaly, seen off by Kerry, and how those who attended the final on the 21st of September wished that Roscommon could play like Offaly.
Well, it's a game that I'll remember for quite a long time, because on the Thursday before it, we lost Owen Liston. Owen is a key man in our team. And all our plans and everything which we had ready for the game and everything, we had to put them aside completely. And then we were really shattered when Roscommon got a goal in 2 pints. And that was the one All-Ireland final, I think, that we could have and should have lost. And I think Roscommon could have won that. I don't know what came over Roscommon on that day. For the first 10 minutes, they played fantastic football, really played. They really attacked us and they attacked the ball. And then all of a sudden, they changed their style of play. And they came, they became a little bit more physical maybe,
With the light hoop across the centre, in possession from the throw-in is Sean Walsh, who is pushed, and there is a free to Kerry. It's 65 metres out from the Roscommon goal. And the breeze, and it's a strong breeze, is blowing against the Kerry men in this first half. Ball blocked down by Dermot Early, way up the field now. This is Tony McManus. Nice sail of a dummy there, and he's still going on. Has he gone to it? Must be a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. And it is a wonderful goal by John O'Connor. Oh, look at this ball coming in. And here comes the pass. And the hand pass to the goal. Dermot Early. Tony McManus. To the wing to Seamus Hayden. Hayden is going through. He's in front of the goal. And it's over the bar. A point. That's 4 points to no score for Kerry. Kerry, the warm favourites for this game. John O'Gara, high ball from out the field. And it's gone over the bar for another point for Roscommon. John Walsh for Kerry. Kerry opening up the passing with the... by 5 points to 2. Kerry, the warm favourites for this game. Tommy Doyle to pass the line. Here's the line going through now. Egan has gone out to his right. Out to his left is Michael Sheehy. And there it is, the goal. Started so brilliantly by Pat Spillane. And here are the passes that finished it off. And there it was, Mikey Sheehy throwing it in. Here is Pat Spillane, and there is Mikey Sheehy, and there is the goal. Tim Kennelly, the hop, deceiving both sides, but here's Pat Spillane. Mackenzie gets his hand in the ball. Oh, a dangerous moment for Kerry there. Dangerous as Judd Driscoll almost got it in. Jerry Cannellum. John O'Keefe, who's supposed to be full back, but he's way out the field. Ogie Moran, out to Paddy O'Shea. Oh, a dangerous ball. Joe Driscoll is under it. He's just outside the penalty area, and there is a free for Kerry. Mikey Sheehy. There he is. And here's his shot. And Kerry lead for the first time in the game. Kerry gone into the lead. Kerry now 1 goal and 4 points. Roscommon 1 goal and 3. Come right through, but Jimmy Deanan has come out for Kerry to Jack O'Shea. Into our Dermot Early for Roscommon gets it. And they're trying to open it up now as Lee Hall Finneran goes for the ball. Their chief scorer into an open space. And John O'Connor misjudges. And out comes Charlie Nedigan. And Charlie Nedigan clears out into the centre of the field. Comes out to John O'Gara. Oh, very clever. If only the Roscommon man knew it was going to happen. Intercepted there by Kerry. And here comes Kerry again. O'Driscoll to Doyle. Spillane on the outside. Spillane racing up the field. Steadying himself, sending his shot. This deflected out by Gay Sheeran and cleared further by Harry Keegan. Dermot Early not trying to catch the ball today, but block it down, and it's not altogether working for him, because it's going to a Kerry man more often than our Roscommon man. And that kick certainly went very much astray, and here come Roscommon again. And there was an on his shoulder that was legal this time, and here's John O'Dwyer. He's gone right through. He's on the 14, the 13-metre line. He takes his shot. The ball, and a great save by Charlie Nelligan at the expense of a point. Oh, that was a narrow one for Kerry, with the Roscommon men going up into attack by John O'Connor, who actually finished it. The score, Kerry won 5, Roscommon won 4, 8-7. And Gerald Driscoll's wide. Oh, and he walks away, runs away there with his hands wrapped around his head there a moment ago, and tipping and paddling around the place. Now to Tony McManus, and the referee gives a free to Roscommon, 20-metre line. Can this be the equaliser? And it's wide, just barely wide, but a miss is as good as a mile. This is John O'Dwyer, cutting his way right through. Tom Donnan is beside him. And the referee has awarded a free to Roscommon, dead straight in front of the goal. Will this be the equaliser? No, it isn't. He has sent it wide. The man that scored 5 goals and 19 points in the championship up to today has missed 2 scoreable points, 9-7. 2 points between them, 10 minutes. For Roscommon to pull it down. Are they going to do it? Into the goal mouth it goes. The ball breaks loose, and a point! A point there by Mícheál Finneran. Ball breaking to Seamus Hayden. This is Tom Donlan. Mícheál Finneran looking for someone defeated. He's got it to Dermot Early. Early going through is brought down. And the referee has awarded a free to Roscommon, dead straight in front of the goal, and dare I say it again, can this be the equaliser? 1-6 to 1-5, and just wait for this cheer. The sides are level, 9 points apiece. Mikey Sheehy. That's Balan. Jack O'Shea. And Kerry lead again as Jack O'Shea sends that one over. A passing movement and Jack finishing it. A far cry from 1962 when Kerry gave Roscommon a footballing lesson. But back now come Roscommon. Dermot Early into the goal, not Finneran goes for it. It goes off Charlie Nelligan, and the ball is down in the parallelogram. There's a Kerry man. Breaks the pass, Balan gone back to help the defence, and here comes Pat, flying up the wing. The master of fly and fling. Here he comes, up the field with that ball. And he's tackled just as he kicks it. And the referee has called for the ball and has awarded a free to Kerry for a foul on Pat Balan out here on the wing. Mikey Sheehy with the kick, and Mikey Sheehy with the point.
Kerry have now achieved their 3 in a row.
The next milestone on the way is beating Cork in the Munster final with no credit to the game, and Cork managed only 1 point from play. Kerry faced Mayo in the semi-final, and indeed a 16-point win with the Kerry players dominant at midfield left the fans hungry for more of the same.
The game is on, and Mayo with a quick breakaway there. Willie Joe Patton with the ball coming out now to Mick O'Dwyer. This is Jimmy Burke for Mayo. Eugene McHale for Mayo. And a nice save there. John out now to Paudie Lynch. Paudie Lynch out to the wing. Jack O'Shea. Owen Liston and Anthony Egan. Owen back to Ogie. Through to Pat Spillane. Inside is Ger Power. Ger Powerhouse through. And it's the goal! Look at how it all started. And the ball going up now towards the goal. And it is Pat Spillane doing a little bit of drawing the players out. In then to Ger Power. Ger striding through. Crash into the goal. The score. 1 goal and 4 points to 2 points in favour of Kerry. Owen Liston. And Owen takes a kick himself and makes no mistake. That's Paudie O'Shea. And this is Willie Joe Patton. And Jimmy Burke has got inside. He sends it into McHale. McHale get ready to take his shot. And here we are. Here it is again. Jimmy Burke with the ball. He's going to go on himself. Sends it to Eugene McHale. Eugene picks his spot. And that's the spot he chose. And Willie Joe Patton again. And this one's gone back in over the heads of the backs of the forwards. And John O'Keefe pulled up there for a moment. I don't know what he thought. But the play goes on as Mick Spillane clears the ball way down the field. It's let go back in, and it's John Egan now. John Egan steadying himself, but it's on Liston, and it's a goal! It's a goal by Liston! Owen Liston finishing the effort. The ball let go back in, and John Egan racing after it out here. He gets it, taps it across now to the waiting Owen Liston, and there isn't a man alive would have stopped that one. A change in the defence here, but it doesn't make any difference because here's Mikey Sheehy going through. He's going to take a shot, and oh, a lovely point. It was a point that was worth a goal. Just look at it here. Here's Mikey Sheehy going onto it, the ball in front of him. He cuts it in, and it looks for a moment as if it's going into the top left-hand corner of the net. It doesn't. It goes over the bar, and Kerry now lead by double scores. 2-12 to 1-6. This is Jack O'Shea. Whoa, this is Jack O'Shea, and it's a point. Now Jimmy Deenahan. Mick Spillane, the pass intercepted, and John P. Keane slips to the ground there. And the ball goes back to Jimmy Deenahan. Tommy Doyle. Owen Liston. Mikey Sheehy, and here we go again. John Egan. A great save by Michael Webb. A point, yes. And here it is again. Mikey Sheehy into John Egan. The shot that was going straight for the net, deflected over the bar by the Mayo goalkeeper. Sean Walsh. This is Owen Liston. Mikey Sheehy, and another shot over the bar. Mikey Sheehy, Owen Liston, Tommy Doyle, and a point. It's all so easy when you can do it like that. Kerry 2-19, Mayo 1-6. And the referee calling for the ball, and the game is over.
I think on looking at the game today, I think that either Offaly or Down are really up against whichever team gets to the final. I think are up against a magnificent Kerry side. Now, that's not to say that an All-Ireland final is it's one game, and I think that the Kerry team are too wise and are far too experienced to think that today means that they have a right to win in All-Ireland. I think that either Offaly or Down coming through really will be underdogs, very severe underdogs indeed, against this Kerry side, because they really are a magnificent side.
Kerry then through to yet another final, looking for that fourth in a row, with Offaly providing the opposition.
And they are looking for Pat Spillane. They're going to call Pat Spillane over to get in the picture. Over in the dugout on the far side, Joe Cahan is leaning over to try to encourage Pat. Here's Pat, you can see him there on the right, the reluctant hero, as it were. He won't come. Last year, Owen Liston, who had an appendix operation, missed this game, but here he comes, and here comes the cheer. Pat Spillane, KO'd from the game at 2 o'clock today. His final test for fitness just didn't come through, and Pat comes out now to take his place amongst his colleagues. Pouring down to Moss Connor, and the game is on. Kerry, the first to break away, Sean Walsh. And the ball dithering around there. And here come the Kerry men now into the attack as Tommy Doyle moves it up. Ger Power gone across to the far side, trying to get past Liam Currams. Tommy Doyle again. Into the centre now to Ogie Moran. Ogie's shot is good, and it's the first Kerry score. Here it is again into Ogie Moran. He almost let it get away. It didn't, and it's over the bar. Vincent Henry. And now here come the Kerry men again. Ger Power. Into the centre. And the shot is high. The shot is over the bar. And that is the equaliser. Here it is again. Comes out to Cody O'Shea. He shakes off a tackle, takes his kick, and it is 2 points apiece. Jack O'Shea. Got by John Egan. And deflected over the bar by Mikey Sheehy. Mikey Sheehy, limp or no limp, went in for that one. Here it is again. And deflected from just in front of the goal. Pat Fitzgerald, and standing all alone is Sean Walsh. Owen Liston. Up the wing, and Ger Power running onto it. Liam Currams after him, trying to block his way, and it's a point. Ger Power getting it, racing away, taking the pass from Owen Liston, racing away, shaking off Liam Currams and sending it over. And the ball blocked down there. Ger Power gets it. Mick Fitzgerald to Pat. Pat in possession. Passes the ball in now to Mick, back out to Pat. The Fitzgeralds are having a ball, and now it's Sean Walsh. A dangerous hopping ball with Owen Liston in position. A great save by Martin Furlong. You don't do that every day of the week. Charlie Connery, here is the save. There's the shot, and there's the save, and here's the action. It is the Offaly attack right in gear again. Out to Tomas Connor. Tomas steadies himself. He takes his shot, and there goes the equaliser. A lovely shot there by Tomas Connor, coming right back into the game. A save at one end of the field by Martin Furlong. A point at the other by Tomas Connor. The sides are level at 5 points apiece. Brendan Lowry coming down for it. He's pushed in the back by Jimmy Deenahan, and quickly taken free. And here come the Offaly men. Still going through. And the shot that hit the crossbar by Jerry Carroll there. Hit the crossbar and came back into play. And now it's John Egan into the centre to Sean Walsh. Sean Walsh up now to Owen Liston. Liston with it now. He's in front of the goal. And his kick blocked down there by Charlie Conroy, but here's Mikey Sheehy. And Mikey sends it over the bar, and that is a point for Kerry to make it 10-6. Oh, how lucky can you be? John Egan. Out now to Tommy Doyle. And a nice shot that has gone over the bar. There was a tail on it, but it didn't tail away. 4.5 minutes between Kerry and their 27th title, their second ever, 4 in a row. Oh, a dangerous ball, and it's gone over. Mikey Sheehy, the scorer of that one, and that stretches the lead to 12 points to 7. Here's the replay of it. He gets it, and a very deft short kick there over the bar. And it comes up now to John Egan. John Egan up to Owen Liston. Liston back to Egan, and now they're really roaring. Egan across to the far side of the field. Mikey Sheehy, in it goes now, and a goal! The first score and the first goal of the game. Jack O'Shea, the scorer. And let's Let's have a look at that one again. John Egan across to the far side, and it comes to Mikey Sheehy. Mikey to Jack O'Shea, and Jackie whang, and not even Martin Furlong could save that one. And there goes the final whistle, and Kerry have done it. Kerry have won 4 All-Irelands in a row. They've won their 27th All-Ireland in all, and they truly are the kingdom of football. And there it is, the Sam Maguire going to Kerry once again.
Jimmy Deenan bringing the cup to Kerry for a 4th successive year. That's now emulated the achievement of a previous Kerry team and a Wexford team. Must be 5 in a row now.
Well, I think that we work as hard as we've been working for the last 4 years, that it's possible now at this stage. I think that I just like to pay tribute to a great team, and I think their dedication is an example to all athletes in Gaelic football in this country.
So the 4 were now up on the board, Kerry emulating the men of Wexford from 1915 to 1918, and another Kerry team from 1929 to 32. All credit though to Offaly for a fine game, not least of their goalkeeper Martin Furlong. The talk of the magical, miraculous 5 in a row began almost immediately. In the final of the National League of 82, Kerry played Cork, and a grandstand finish gave Cork a second chance.
Midfield, putting it through the centre, meant for Christy Ryan. He gets it into his hands, he lays it off to Dave Barry here. Dave Barry gets inside Ger O'Keefe. He's got the chance now. He could shoot from there. He's well saved by Charlie Nelligan, but Dave Barry surely could have taken an equalising point then. Ephraim Fitzgerald now. Cork putting on the pressure with more determination. Maybe they believed they could win here as they did way back in March. That's Diarmuid McCarthy, the right corner forward. And he's back playing right corner forward now in the start of the second half. So at long last, for the first time really in this National League, the crowd, you can sense them being roused, sensing that maybe we might have a dramatic final. Jack O'Shea, super player is Jack O'Shea. What a superstar this man is. Can they come back? Remember their 14 men. This is Tiger Riley, Dennis Allen, John O'Keefe is there. He's knocked off it by Allen. He's got Diarmuid McCarthy inside him. He didn't see him. Diarmuid McCarthy, the number 13. This is Tyke Murphy. They're level. The sub. This is Diarmuid McCarthy, the right corner forward, way beyond his own midfield. Dennis Allen and Tim Kennelly. Kennelly has it surely clutched. Dave Barry now, what a chance. He couldn't get the full force of the kick behind it though. And he certainly didn't have the time to lift it. This is Michael Burns for Cork, blocked down by Gerald Lynch. John Egan to Jack O'Shea. This is a chance for Kerry. Oh, Jacko made a terrible mess of it. And nobody knows it better than himself. Tim Kennelly with the sideline kick for Kerry. Owen Liston punching it on. Michael Creedon has to advance to cut that off. And then the clearance from him. John L. McElligott here. Still John L. doing well against Jimmy Kerrigan. That's back to Ger Power. Jack O'Shea with the shot. That's the equaliser. That's Tyke Murphy, the sub. Loses the ball though after fielding it well. Tim Kennelly now for Kerry. Oh, that's beaten two Kerry men, doesn't beat Ger Power. This is John Egan, it must be the goal. It is. John Egan couldn't miss then. Still Tom Doyle. Blocked by Michael Maloney. This is Michael Burns here for Cork. That's Dominic Creedon. Puts it into the hands of Sean Walsh. Owen Liston now for Kerry. Square to Jack O'Shea. Paul O'Shea overlapping the shot from the right half back and the point. Jack O'Shea for Kerry. Tim Kennelly here. Centre half back in a centre half forward position. And score. The long-range kicking of Kerry, one of the great features of all Kerry teams. That's it, that's all over. Kerry are the new National League champions, winning their 14th title and winning it so easily.
I wouldn't place much emphasis on that game today. Leagues, can be a different game altogether to championship. In the 5 years in the 70s that we won the leagues, we lost the championships. And in the other 5, we won the championships. So maybe this is not a good omen for us.
Draws between Kerry and Cork were to be a feature of 82, and the champions were given a fright in the Munster final, which had to be replayed before Kerry established their power and won their 8th consecutive provincial title.
Ger Power. Kerry inclined to bunch, but one man who isn't bunching around the middle of the field is John Egan, who prefers to keep to his corner. John Egan looking for Tom Spillane, who had picked up a nice position. Knocks it down. Owen Liston is there too. Comes then to Tom Spillane. The chance of the point again. That's Tom Spillane's second point. The youngster is working well. Obviously the plan is working because he's moving in to the edge of the square, picking up good positions. Tom Doyle. Towards the big man Liston again. Liston wins it brilliantly in the air. Sheehy goes there into support. It comes then to Sheehy. Back to John Egan. And Egan, the captain, leads by example and takes a splendid point. But the support was marvellous. Liston to Sheehy to Egan over the bar. And Owen Liston in possession for Kerry from that free by Michael Sheehy. Owen Liston trying to manoeuvre into a scoring position. Ger Power there to help, under a bit of pressure, and he does well to get it to Ogie Moran. Ogie Moran, a nice one to Ger Power in front of the goal. To Owen Liston, a point. Kerry worked that one so well. It was so tight, perhaps it was too tight, but they had the confidence and they had the ability. We're in the last minute of the first half of the replayed Munster final, a game that has proved disappointing because the expectations were high. But Jack O'Shea for Kerry, always nice to watch a good footballer on action. And here's Owen Liston. The chance of the goal, surely. He gives it to Mikey Sheehy. Mikey Sheehy puts it in the net. It's a goal. It comes at a very, very uncomfortable time for Cork.
They were now within 2 games of that 5 in a row, something never before attained and seldom even dreamt of. The first of the 2 games was against Armagh in the semi-final on an August day.
Ogie Moran. Tom Spillane, who hasn't been so much in the game up to now, but here he is. Mikey Sheehy. Jack O'Shea. And it is a goal. And breaking for the ball now is Ogie Moran. Ogie to John Egan. A goal. A goal. John Egan, the scorer. And Jim McCarr lets it go by. Owen Liston trying to get back with him. John Egan with the ball. Ger Power, John Egan. Owen Liston. Oh, what a goal!
The full repertoire of Kerry's skills were on show that day, and all credit to Armagh who forced them to produce them on the day. Now there remained but 1 game, the September final with Offaly, a county that had been waiting for 10 years for their 3rd All-Ireland title as Kerry's opponent.
Just outside the 20-metre line. Liam Currams with it and carrying it. Still Liam Currams. A shot that's high, and this one is over the bar. The first score of the game. Ball to Ger O'Keefe. Tom Spillane shaking off his opposite number. It's high, and it's over the bar. The equaliser. Johnny Mooney coming inside. Takes a lobber in towards the goal back, but Charlie Nelligan isn't fooled by those kind of dropping balls, and it's out to 14-inch. No dilly-dallying back in the Kerry defence. They're getting rid of that ball, and here's Ger Power. Ger Power being chased by Liam Currams. Ger Power up to Owen Liston. Liston out to the wing to John Egan. Egan's shot is high. Egan's shot is good. This is Porrick Dunn. Johnny Mooney. Out now to Pat Fitzgerald running up for the ball. Fitzgerald is shot by Fitzgerald, a lovely point. Oh, a lovely point from a very nicely placed pass. Curling in the right direction to Bomber Liston. Liston back out now to John Egan, and John Egan over the bar. And now it is Kerry, 3 points, Offaly 3 points. Up the ball goes to Matt Connor. Connor a dummy. Still a dummy. And another dummy. He's shot and it's over the bar. What a lovely piece of play there by Matt Connor. About 19 minutes gone in this first half. Liam Currams out to the wing now. And Brendan Lowry's shot is high and it's over the bar. Tug of war in the centre of the field. It's brief. Sean Walsh is the winner. John Egan gone chasing to the far side of the field. And a nice shot that's gone over the bar. A very, very nice shot there by Pawdy. Ger Parr with it now. Gets inside Liam Currams this time, but Liam is keeping pace with them. Pass up now to Tom Spillane. Spillane coming through. And it's over the bar, and now it's 5 points for Kerry and 5 points for Offaly. And now Pat Fitzgerald away with it to Sean Lowry. Sean, toe to hand. And a great shot there by Sean Lowry, coming up from well inside his own half. This is Tim Kennelly. And Owen Liston with the ball now going through. And the ball has gone wide. Ball has gone wide. And here's the bomber going through. He's still going through. Well, shall we say he was assisted? In towards the goal mouth. Liam Connor. Ball knocked away from him. Bomber Liston. Pat Spillane. Pat takes a shot in his first kick of the game. It's over the bar. A point for Pat Spillane and a point for Kerry. Cody Lynch. This is Ger Parr racing for the ball over here with Liam Currams. And Ger getting the better of it. And now Liam coming after him. John Egan is inside. Coming across to the far side. And out now comes Martin Furlong. That's Pat Spillane. And there is a penalty. Or is there? No, the referee waves the play on. Now he's given the penalty. Mikey Sheehy, the anxiety, the importance of this kick. 5 in a row they're bidding for. Mikey Sheehy to take the kick. Martin Furlong in the goal. He saved it! He saved it! And he's gets it out to Pat Fitzgerald. Oh, Martin, what a save! 1 point between them. Kerry in search of 5 in a row, leading by this 1 point. Tom Spillane. Owen Liston. Into the centre to Tom Spillane. Spillane's shot is high, and it's over the bar for another point for Kerry. Tom Spillane, the scorer. Straight down the middle. And Pat Fitzgerald, who hasn't been catching the ball at all in this second half. Seamus Darby getting into it there. Liam Currams. Back now is Pat Spillane. Out now to John Egan. John Egan cutting his way through his shot, and it's over the bar for a point by John Egan. 15-12 in favour of Kerry, but they're not out of the woods yet. Back out now to Sean Walsh. Sean's shot is over the bar and another point, and that could be the insurance point. Tomas Connor tipping it down, but it is Paddy O'Shea being chased here by Pádraig Dunn. Up to the wing to Owen Liston. Liston with the ball. A ground one into Joe. Lovely kick back now to Paddy. Paddy over the bar, and there's the insurance once again. Richie Connor. Liam Currams. Sean Lowry. And the referee awards a free into Offaly, dead straight in front of the goal. And it is on the 20-metre line, and surely Matt Connor will try, and I underline the word try, for a goal. Yes, he is. He's standing back. It looks as if he's... No, he's not. He's tapping it over the bar for a point. 2 minutes left in the game. Kerry leading by 2 points. And it looks as if they were winning the way the Offaly men are, just diddling and dawdling there. And here they come. This is Liam Connor, the full-back. A high lobbing, dropping ball in towards the goal now. A shot. And a goal! A goal! A goal for Offaly! There was a goal in the game! A goal! Oh, what a goal! And Offaly lead in the dying moments. Here it is. Here it is again. The ball coming in. And here's Liam Connor, who's cut up from full-back. He sends a high ball in towards the goal now. It's fielded in there, and the ball is buried into the back of the net.
A dramatic finish, no doubt, and the kibosh on Kerry's dream of 5 All-Irelands in a row. But all credit to Offaly. They are known as the faithful county, and there was proof in that final that a final is always a final and never over until the final whistle.
And there goes the Sandalwood Cup high in the hands of the captain of the Offaly team, Richie Connor.
When I was growing up, we always heard of a Kerry finish in a football match, and we had a Kerry finish today, all right. It wasn't from Kerry, and that's the way to win it, you know. But well, you won it the hard way. We did. We never gave up, and we epitomised what Offaly football stands for.
I think today that Kerry and Offaly have done an awful lot of good for football in this country. This football final today was badly needed, and it's something that we haven't seen for many years. And it took 2 great counties in Offaly and Kerry to provide it.
I think maybe we should have done it earlier. We should have had the 5 maybe in 81 maybe, you know. But that's, I mean, we don't worry. I don't think our fellas think about records, to be honest. Yeah. They enjoy playing the game, and I think that's the most important thing of all. If you watch Mikey Sheehan, John Power and Pat Spillane, Paddy Shea and Ogie, they're the 5 elders of the team. Yeah. Those players never think about records. They're playing the game, I think, because they're getting great enjoyment out of it. And you know, they're more relaxed now, and that's the reason.
Of 1983, it has been said that Kerry took a year off, going out of the championship to Cork in a match that had its own late drama.
This is Dominic Creedon, he loses it. And Claude O'Shea. What a great-hearted player is O'Shea, and Vincent O'Connor has contributed so much too. Sean Walsh, back to Vincent O'Connor. John Egan, transferred to Vincent O'Connor. Back to John Egan. Into Mike Sheehy, and Mike sidesteps and then takes the point. And then when Kerry do it like that, it looks so easy. John Maloney's looking at his watch, and Kerry establish a Munster record of 9 successive titles. Cavan got 9 in Ulster way back in the last century. They're the only other county to get 9. Dennis Allen here, dragged down then by Claude O'Shea. Could Cork have one last chance? Quickly taken. That's into Tadhg Murphy. Yes, it's in. Tadhg Murphy. Tadhg Murphy the scorer. Corky Keane has just gone now.
And I suppose most of them would have to be 83, only that 84 to us was a very special year, being the centenary of the association. And we got together after the All-Ireland final in September of 83, and we made a decision that we'd have one more run at it, you know, and we started training in October that year for the All-Ireland of Sem, and we won the National League that year, and we won the championship. So it's amazing that they did come back and came back so well, and we won that championship pretty easily. But it's unbelievable the amount of work that we put into winning that.
Tom Spillane. Stephen Kenevi knocks it away from him. Tom recovers. Ogie Moore now. The pass into Jack O'Shea. The shot from Jack O'Shea. Jack O'Shea gets 1 point back for Kerry. Owen Liston. Owen Liston gets past that shoulder. This is Mike Sheehy. Mike Sheehy gets it eventually. And Kerry come again. Dennis Moore to Mike Sheehy. Now just 1 point between them. Chase here between Tom Spillane and Tomas Tierney. Tom Spillane gets the possession. On the 20-metre line he is. Back to Ogie Moore, and he's right half forward now. Tommy Doyle, the right half back, coming down. And Tommy getting the point. Jack O'Shea now. This is Willie Marr. He's the only man now in the Kerry team at this moment without a National League medal. Mike Sheehy here, and he gets the more difficult one. Much more difficult angle, and Mike puts Kerry in the lead for the first time. Tommy Doyle, so determined. Mike Sheehy out near the middle of the field. And Ger Power, look how he's gone forward. That's to Tom Spillane. Willie Marr now makes the space for himself and gets the point. Marvellous movement that was. It's Val Daly. The Galway attack really get tied up in knots when they get possession. Brian O'Donnell to Val Daly. And this time it is the point. This is Pat Spillane. Pat Spillane giving the pass to Ger Power. Certainly Ger Power showing great eagerness today and a lot of speed and fitness. Mike Sheehy now, his fellow clubman. Power back to Sheehy. That's Austin Stack combination. The shot now from Sheehy. Oh, that's a marvellous point. Beautiful shooting by Mike Sheehy. And it's yet another one. Yes. Bomber Liston. Val Daly for Galway. Leo Higgins, the 22 inside him. Still Val Daly and Mick Spillane. Cat and mouse between these two. The shot from Daly. That's a point. 12-11 now. Little more than a minute to go. Jack O'Shea for Kerry. Well, Jacko will slow it down. Time is slightly on their side. And he gets away. To Willie Marr here, back into Jack O'Shea. The shot from Jacko. That is the National League final, surely. That surely is the score that makes Kerry the National League champions again.
Kerry had obviously learned a few lessons, and they were not going to be caught napping too frequently. In the Munster final, once again, it was Cork, and they collapsed under the onslaught of a cohesive attacking unit and the usually brilliant midfield back-up. The semi-final was against Galway, celebrating their quincentennial, and eager for the Sam Maguire to embellish the ceremonies. But it was not to be, and Kerry gave them a hiding without ever moving into top gear.
And now this is Pat Spillane, still racing through, a shot to the point, and it's Pat Spillane. Ambrose O'Donovan keeping it in play there. And this is John Egan taking a lovely tip pass there by Bill Bonner. And the kick over the bar by Jack O'Shea. Michael Brennan trying to get through, difficult way. And what was intended to be a pass became a clearance as it goes to Paddy O'Shea. The hop. And right over now on the far side is Owen Liston. Liston being tackled by Pat O'Neill. John Egan over to Mikey Sheehy. Bang! Oh, the touch of class. Let's have a look at that one again. Out of the wing. Liston with the ball. High up it goes. Tipped in by John Egan. Into Mikey Sheehy on the right spot, and bang! Go.
Incredibly, Kerry were again in an All-Ireland final, and Dublin too had returned to defend the crown that they had taken against Galway a year earlier.
We're ready for the throw-in. And the 1984 All-Ireland is on. Jack O'Shea. An open space. P.J. Buckley in there. That's Mick Kennedy. He's been held, and there's a free for Dublin. Free for Dublin about 35 metres out from their own goal. That's Pat Spillane back in defence. Pat is fouled, and there's a free for Kerry about 35 metres out from their own goal, maybe a little bit less, and it's going to be taken by Mick Spillane. Right down the centre, and the bomber Liston judges it perfectly. He's going right through now. Jerry Hargan is after him, still the bomber. It's high, and it's over the bar. The first score of the game for bomber Liston. Jack O'Shea takes it, and a lot of dithery around the place. Ball being dropped or what have you. Here come Kerry, John Egan, in now into the centre. This is John Kennedy. He takes his shot and he sends it over the bar. John Kennedy, a lovely flick there. This is Gerald Lynch. This is Tom Spillane. Jack O'Shea. Out to the wing to Pat Spillane. Bamboozling the way through. Pat takes a shot and sends it over the bar. A bamboozling piece of football finished by this man. This is John Kearns trying to go through Pat Spillane, and the referee awards a free against him. Pat Spillane straight in and over the bar for another Kerry point. Pat Spillane, his second point, and the score now, Kerry 5 points, Dublin 2. Joe McNally, Tommy Conroy, high over the bar, and a point by Tommy Conroy. Jerry Hargan tipping it out a bit, the ball going over the far side, kicked across by John Egan. Got over here and away come Dublin again, but no, they're not, because Pat Spillane comes dipping in. And Pat takes a shot. It's high, and it's over the bar. What a lovely shot by Pat Spillane. John Kearns, nicely intercepted by Paddy O'Shea. This is John Kennedy. Certainly, he is having another great day. Kieran Duff, down to Tommy Conroy. Crossover now towards Barney Rock. Roscommon in front of the goal. He takes his shot. No. Wait, now it is. The referee went in to award a free, but decided a goal. And now the score is 9 points to 1 goal on 3. There it is now, over to Barney Rock. It's a typical shot of his. He looked as if he was fouled, but the referee gave him the advantage, let him go on, and he got the goal. And Brian Mullins pushing power over the place there. This is Tommy Drum. Tommy robbed there by Pat Spillane. Ball gone up now to the corner to Ger Power. Back through to Ogie Moran. Ogie takes a shot, and Ogie's got a point. A lovely bit of quick inside movement there that wound up with Ogie Moran getting the point. Barney's kick is high. It's blocked down in the goal mouth there. And under pressure, the defence gets it up, and it comes out to Barney Rock. He takes another shot. This time there's no mistake. It's over the bar. And Barney Rock is down injured from a knock up here, away up on the right-hand side. Mick Holden telling him, get up and get up there. Get up. Yes, indeed. What a pity more players wouldn't react like that. And Brian Mullins with the ball now. Kieran Sutton, robbed. Ger Lynch. He let the ball fall on the ground and picked it up again. So the referee has awarded a free to Dublin. 65 metres from the Kerry goal, and it's to be taken by P.J. Buckley. Kicks it a little bit further in. Out come Kerry again. Paddy O'Shea. Back in now to Tom Spillane. Ambrose O'Donovan. Nick Holden. Tommy Drum under pressure. Oh, dear, the counter went so wrong. And the bowler, this is Jet Power. And this is Jack O'Shea, and it's over the bar. Oh dear, oh dear. Here is the rerun, and here is Ger Power back into the centre now to Jack O'Shea. Jack takes his shot, and it's over the bar. Straight down the centre, straight back to centre now. Timmy Dowd gets it out now to John Kennedy, and Ger Power going like a hammer up the far side of the field. But over here, standing all alone, is Owen Liston. Liston high, Liston straight, and Liston over the bar. Mick Holden up the wing to Anton O'Toole. Anton in now to Tommy Conroy. Tommy, the ball pushed away from him, and the game is over, and Kerry are the All-Ireland champions. Kerry, before an attendance of over 68,000, have won the All-Ireland and won it on merit.
And now, again, congratulations to Kerry, and I present the cup to their captain, Ambrose O'Donovan.
And there goes Sam from Paddy to Ambrose.
Kerry were back at the top again, and even if the football was not top class, this title was special. A relaunch of Kerry to the summit, and it was centenary year. The momentum continued in 1985, starting with the open draw final against Cork in May. The match was played in a good spirit, yet the verdict was that it was a dull one.
A well-timed jump, but in the end it goes into the hands of Dermot Hannafin, picking up the full forward. Owen Liston getting inside Conor Coonahan. Still Owen Liston. And it's Ambrose O'Donovan who says thanks very much. And the first goal of the match to Ambrose O'Donovan. Punched away by Tom Spillane. Here's Mick Spillane, 3 Cork men converging on him. That, of course, a loose Kerry man in the second one. I wonder if this is going to be an experience that Cork will learn from, as Timmy Dowd again opens up the play. This is devastating football, really, by Kerry, as Pat Spillane kicks it, but he kicked it to the left and wide. So as we head inside the last minute's play, this is Ogie Moran, as again Kerry come raiding, and Ger Power with what seems a simple opportunity, and Owen Liston, the one who plants it, and the game is beyond total redemption now. So the spectators move away to the exit tunnels behind Charlie Nelligan's goal, and for them it's been a wet, miserable and most unenjoyable afternoon. For Cork supporters, there's been nothing to cheer about. A wholly disappointing afternoon, and a Kerry victory by all of 13 points. A result which reflects Kerry's greater experience, know-how, and should be an ominous warning to other pretenders that the King is very much alive.
Cork tried once more to topple the champions in the Munster final. The determination was there, but effort alone is not always sufficient.
Charlie Nelligan's kick going slightly past midfield, fisted down to Martin McCarthy. Cork doing well at midfield. In towards Tony O'Sullivan. Mick Spillane with him, still Tony though. Dave Barry. Paddy O'Shea inside him, Dave Barry right across the goal. Jack O'Shea racing towards it with Ambrose O'Donovan. Ambrose out to Jacko on the 50-yard line. In front of Pat Spillane. Pat Spillane, 80 yards out from the Cork goal. Loose man outside him, John Kennedy. Pat is now 40 yards out, leaves it back to Jacko. Jacko tries to take a shot. It does, it comes off the upright. Owen Liston is a goal for Kerry. Owen Liston, the scorer. 60-yard kick. Broken down towards Paddy O'Shea. Paddy to Ger Power. Ger Power towards the Owen Liston and Coleman Corrigan. Broken in towards Owen Liston. He gets it in front of Ogie Morden. Mikey Sheehy to the right. Ogie chips it over the bar. Short kick out from Charlie to Pat Spillane inside his own 50-yard line. Pat away down to Ger Lynch. Ger Lynch right across to Tommy Doyle. Paddy O'Shea waiting for it and getting it. The captain leaves it back to Ger Lynch. Ger is 52 yards out, gets it to Paddy O'Shea again. Paddy right across to John Kennedy. Into Owen Liston, he may get the return. Owen decides to kick himself and gets a point for Kerry. 70 yards out, leaves it into Owen Liston. Owen Liston kicks it in towards Mikey Sheehy. Mikey Sheehy failed to control it. Teddy McCarthy did it well. To Conor Coonahan, to Niall Cahalane. Niall Cahalane to Tom Mannix. Tom Mannix has gone past midfield and the 70-yard line. Crossed the 50-yard line. The Donner Ailman's pass to Big Christie Ryan. Inside the 14-yard line, still Christie Ryan. Moving very well, gets it into Colm O'Neill. Colm O'Neill is broken away from him to Tommy Doyle. And Tommy Doyle holds on to it, but the Cork forwards really had the Kerry defence in tatters that time. We're now in injury time as Charlie Nelligan spots Pat Spillane and lets the ball to him out in the wing. Pat again decides to bring it himself. Leaves it into Paddy O'Shea. Ger Lynch. Ger Powell. Timmy Dowd. A point for Kerry. Timmy Dowd the scorer, but the move started with Charlie Nelligan's kick out.
2 splendid goals for Kerry, making the difference despite a hint of ageing limbs. Monaghan were next on the shopping list, an encounter that went to a replay and produced many thrills.
So Mikey Sheehy's kick, aimed towards Pat Spillane. He's got it. Chance of the opening score, and Pat Spillane gives Kerry a tonic start. 3 minutes gone. This Kerry team with a lot to prove. People have been writing them off, saying that they're over the top, but Jack O'Shea and Pat Spillane are going to prove people wrong. And Spillane's second point, and there is simply no way to stop that kind of power play. And the Kerry forwards giving the Monaghan defence a very testing opening 10 minutes. Ger Power on for Timmy Dowd, a difficult angle for him. Did well to keep it in the parallelogram. Owen Liston, a goal for Kerry. They showed the last day that they were capable of coming back, but that was after establishing an early lead. Ger Power from Mike Sheehy. That great old partnership up front. Owen Liston, who's been the dominant force up there, a central figure. Pat Spillane has kicked 2 mighty points. He's now kicked 3. Well, this is real championship fare now from Kerry. A royal performance as befits the kingdom. Fergus Caulfield in for the forwards again, and McEnee can't hold on to it. Bad ball out of defence by Sean Welch, however, gives possession straight to Brendan Murray here. Gene Sherry, 45 metres out from the Kerry goal, in towards Eamon Murphy. Came off Sean Welch, could so easily have been an own goal. The 2 number 8s, and it's Jack O'Shea who's doing well in midfield. Tommy Spillane, we haven't seen him come forward too often so far. Ger Power. He's a very busy forward, in for another goal from Power. And it all came from Tommy Spillane's burst from the middle. This is how he managed to steal inside Kieran Murray, laying off the pass for Ger Power. Gene Sherry is having a very testing afternoon because Power is winning everything forward. He had the confidence and the authority and the finish. Again, it's Paddy O'Shea who's into everything. Pat Spillane, a perfect foil for Paddy O'Shea. Timmy Dowd did well to take that. Wins the free. The initial catch by Timmy Dowd, who's lost his boot there, was expertly taken. As Mikey Sheehy finds David Hannafin looking for a third goal, and Ger Parr kicks it high and over the bar when a goal was on. Mike Sheehy's sideline kick. Can he swing this one over? It's a nice kick, but just, yes it is! He's a bit of an expert at that. Jack O'Shea racing forward from the half-back line, swinging over another beautiful point from Jack O'Shea. 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes between Kerry and a place in this year's All-Ireland final. Bad kick from Fergus Caulfield straight to Mikey Sheehy. Can he punish that? Yes, he can.
The replay, disappointing for most people, re-established Kerry as favourites for the championship, and their greatest of rivals, Dublin, were mounting the final hurl again this time.
There's the throw-in. The All-Ireland final is underway, and it's Kerry who play from right to left with the aid of a breeze in this first half. Tom Spillane trying to open up the play down towards Owen Liston, who's won the first ball with Jerry Horgan. This is Jack O'Shea angling for the opening score, and Jack O'Shea puts Kerry ahead. 15 seconds gone. Liston having time, waiting for support. Jack O'Shea was lying all unmarked, getting that pass from Ambrose O'Donovan. Chance of another Kerry point. Jack O'Shea's got it, his second score. Mick Kennedy committed himself. He was rather fortunate to see it coming back as well. Good searching ball up towards John Kearns' wing. Sean Welch was out quickly. Good full-back play. Ambrose O'Donovan transferring it into Ogie Moran. The Kerry machine trying to click into top gear, but the legs not somehow as fast as before. Timmy Dowd, the youngest of the forwards, for Owen Liston. In for Ger Parr. Can he get a goal? Surely held, and the referee has ordered a penalty. Penalties have played an important part in All-Ireland finals. John O'Leary waits, Jack O'Shea scores. It's Kerry who take a tight grip on this match and lead by a goal and 2 points to Dublin's point. So from the 45 metres for Kerry, Tommy Doyle way up, joining the attack. Tommy Doyle shooting and Tommy Doyle scoring. He's delighted with himself. Good deep free. Again they aim it for Owen Liston. Again he finds a loose man. Again it's Jack O'Shea. And again it's a point. This is Tommy Carr, number 20 on his back. Trying to open up something inside. And it's patently clear that Dublin really are in need of a tall full forward in there. Kerry meanwhile have got Owen Liston, giving Jerry Horgan a very testing afternoon. A loose man, unmarked, Ogie Moran. He scored a good point last year. He scored a very good point this year. There's Kearns again, foraging in midfield. There's only 2 men forward, however. One of them was Kieran Duff. Trying to get round Paddy O'Shea, half blocked down by the Kerry captain, and Pat Spillane is back to help out. The ball is dangerously across the face of his own goal. Tommy Carr looking for the next score and another score, and he's got a second point for Dublin. So 5 minutes before half-time, and these spectators on Hill 16 waiting for something to happen from their team. Ambrose O'Donovan on for his partner Jack O'Shea. There's a loose man to his left, that's Pat Spillane, and Pat Spillane puts it over. So the second half is underway. Dublin attacking the goal to our left. Charlie Nelligan was fast into that one. 9 points between the teams, remember, after that fabulous first half performance by Kerry. But Dublin coming strongly in the opening minutes of the second half. Tommy Conroy kicking over a point from 23 metres. A minute gone. Pat Canavan To his wing-back partner, Dave Sinnott, to the other man on the half-back line, Noel McCaffrey, coming forward to join the attack with Tommy Conroy here just outside the 20-metre line. Conroy striking and Conroy scoring. John Kearns, nice fetching, 45 metres out. They need scores quickly. John Kearns kicks a beautiful point. So gradually Dublin getting more and more into it, but clearly handicapped by the 9 points of an arrears that they faced at the start of the second half. Ambrose O'Donovan, Ger Lynch. Ger Lynch on towards Timmy Dowd. Can he get a goal? Yes! That's the perfect response for Kerry. And how fitting it was that Ger Lynch, the wing-back, should have set it up for him. Beautiful vision, spotting that Timmy Dowd was on a run, and the finishing was clinical. Mick Spillane. Mick, who's got excellent positional sense. Here's Mick Kennedy. And it runs kindly for Joe McNally, and it's a goal for Dublin, just what they needed. Was Brian Mullins who fisted it on for Joe McNally to put it in off the crossbar. Here's Jerry Hargan. Only 5 points in it, remember. A goal for Dublin could mean an awful lot now. 10 minutes to go. John Kearns. He's had some good moments in the second half, John Kearns. That's a lovely point from John Kearns. The man many believed should have played in midfield in the first place. Here's Dave Sinnott. His grandfather and his father before him have played for Dublin. He so badly wants to win an All-Ireland medal. This is his first All-Ireland final. John Kearns. This time it's down towards Joe McNally. It's another goal! Joe McNally's second goal. But Charlie Nelligan saying to the umpire that McNally was in the square. This could be the greatest comeback of all time. Watch it once more as Dave Sinnott, the man we were saying wants to win an All-Ireland medal, fed it to John Kearns. It came down tantalising for Joe McNally and in. So Kerry just 1 point ahead. 2-9, 2-8. Ger Lynch with the kick towards John Kennedy, but cut out by Pat Canavan. He'll get it down to the forwards quickly. Tom Spillane. Did he touch it on the ground? The Dublin supporter said yes. The referee said no. That's what matters most. Ger Lynch. And the half-back line again, supplying it for the half-forwards for Pat Spillane. This is an important kick. That's why he's the great player that he is. Pat Spillane, when Kerry needed it most. Noel McCaffrey was there first. Here's Kearns again. He's engineered much of Dublin's success in the second half. Jack O'Shea back on the half-back line. And there too, Pat Spillane with Paddy O'Shea, the captain, tigerishly taking it out to Owen Liston. Mike Sheehy, the old heads have played wisely. The younger ones have used their speed. 2 Kerry men forward. Timmy Dowd to make sure of it. A point. The goal was on, but he'll be satisfied with the point. 10 seconds left. John Kearns has got it. They must go for a goal. Tommy Conroy, he overhit it. And Tom Spillane is the one who gets it on towards Jack O'Shea, and we're into injury time. Kerry ahead by 3 points. 2-11 for Kerry, 2-8 for Dublin. The closest call they've had for a long time. Timmy Dowd just outside the 13-metre line. Back towards John Kennedy. Can he make absolutely sure? He certainly does. And the cup is going back to Kerry.
Cliffe Keary. It's more an honour Dumpsa and Curtin or Bruno or Paddy O'Shea.
Agus a fáte go léir. Tá ás ó chríorm gur a rumsa an friblé seo an líana sam a hóta leis Mark Buckle Smith, Bobilum, Homa, Wachas Wall, Le Tommy Doyle, and be a gimmick in Le Kiri here. August Toss Doolagum, but I get a long dance on, Captain Leisha Hona Big Tommy Doyle. What I mean about him there.
This was Kerry's 29th win in All-Ireland finals and the 7th for some of the men on duty that day. And there were indications that the end had not yet come for them and their teammates. But at the start of 1986, the scribes were sounding the death knell of this team who had thrilled followers of sport for over 10 years. The end is nigh was the cry, but Cork were the first to feel the reaction of the Kerry players to that line of thought. Now it was the emerging Meath in the semi-final, and Kerry produced an abundance of quality football that was a lesson to the learners of Meath.
Bernard Flynn didn't have a very good Leinster final. Tom Spillane finding his brother Pat, and already he started to move from his left half forward position. Ger Lynch, what a good run this is. Bad ball, however, easily cut out by Joe Castles. I wonder where he's going to play. What a bad pass, Ogie Moran. It's the opening score, and it's come after 50 seconds. David Beggy trying to pick out and indeed succeeding in finding Colm O'Rourke. The sides are level. What a great start this is to the match. John Stafford wandering back into his own defence, and Kerry take advantage. Ogie Moran laying it in towards Ger Parr, just needs a touch. It's still there for the taking. Yes, he couldn't miss. From just behind the goal, it's worth looking at this. 3-1 he was outnumbered, but he was the sharpest of the finish. Colm Coyle playing very well at right half back. Finian Murtagh. It's total commitment from the two teams. Bernard Flynn as the game picks up, and Meath have retaken the lead. The initiative now fairly well and truly being taken by Meath. Colm O'Rourke breaking it down to Martin O'Connell. A player who can take his score. He's got that one. Owen Liston. Well, he's pointed from this angle a few times before. He's done it again. That's an inspiring kick. Pat Spillane waiting for it. Meath challenging very hard, trying to upset, and so far succeeding in upsetting the Kerry rhythm. But just a point between the teams. Ger Parr thought about a pass outside to Tommy Doyle. Here's Mikey Sheehy back to Ger Parr. Can the old firm engineer a score? Tommy Doyle, he's put them level. Rousing his colleagues, the Kerry captain leading by example. The Meath followers trying to roar on their encouragement for their team. Tommy Spillane tenaciously taking it out of defence towards Ambrose O'Donovan, hand passing it on towards Mikey Sheehy. 40 metres out from goal, Pat Spillane's unmarked. Kerry trying to open up the play here, and Pat Spillane has got his first point of the game. Owen Liston now beginning to drift out from his full forward position, hoping to bring Mick Lyons out of the square. Jack O'Shea kicking superbly. That's the brilliant Jack O'Shea. Ger Parr, one of the fittest men on the park. Tom Spillane wants it. Kerry now playing with the experience of champions. Willie Marr kicks and Willie Marr scores. That's his first point since coming on late in the first half. Tommy Doyle, the free taker, the Kerry captain. Trying to pick out Ger Parr. Ogie Moran gets the loose ball, trying to elude his marker. Pat Spillane nudging it on towards Jack O'Shea. Beautifully done for Willie Marr. There's a goal on here. Yes! Brilliant score! It's worth watching again. Pat Spillane picking out Jack O'Shea, who touched it down into Willie Marr, who eluded Mick Lyons, and it went hammering in off the back stanchion.
Tyrone had reached their first ever All-Ireland final and were very keen to go all the way. They began well, and for 45 minutes they had the kings of football on the rack. But these Kerry players, they had the resolve, the determination and the skill to come back and take their 8th All-Ireland title out of 10 final appearances, all done in the spate of 12 seasons. And in doing so, 5 men went into the record books as holding 8 All-Ireland medals apiece. Mar a dúirt Tomás ó Cruihin féin uair a bháin, ní bheidh a lehéadí a ríse.
The break of the ball favouring Ger Power. The loose one is Ambrose O'Donovan, and that's a penalty, surely. The referee has whistled. It must be a penalty. It is. Only 2 minutes of the game gone. Skelton against Jack O'Shea. It's gone off the post. And John Rich is there for safety. What a let-off. What a dramatic start to the All-Ireland football final. It's very much the settling down period in the game as they sort one another out. Owen Liston breaks it down to Pat Spillane. Can he open the scoring with the outside of the boot? Yes! It's taken 6.5 minutes for the opening score of this game to come, and who else but Pat Spillane is the scorer. Here's Damien O'Hagan towards Eugene McKenna, touching it down. Sean McNally in quickly. Can he pump it over? Yes! It's 2 points they've got. Harry McClure is doing well in the last couple of minutes in midfield. This is Sean Nally, he's a lot of pace. Now can he finish with the left boot? Yes he can. They're level again. Sean McNally scores the equaliser. Noel McGinn. Kevin McCabe. Damien O'Hagan. They're attacking in droves this time, and they've got a 2-point lead. To Kevin McCabe. Well blocked down. Mickey Mallon. And a 3-point lead. Kevin McCabe taking it quickly. Plunkett Donaghy wasn't expecting it. Again it's aimed towards Eugene McKenna. Runs up to Damien O'Hagan. There's a goal here for Portsquid. Listen to the roar of approval. They build up with Paddy Ball involved. The layoff towards Damien O'Hagan. Could they ever get another goal? Eugene McKenna. The referee whistles. It's a free in. And it's another penalty. It's 1-7 to 4 points. He's put it over the bar. Harry McClure striving to hold on to it. This is Timmy Dowd, the substitute introduced at half-time by Mick O'Dwyer. Off Owen Liston to Kevin McCabe for Tyrone. Struggling to hold on to it. Timmy Dowd again, up on his man. Ger Power, 1-8 to 5 points to score. Kerry behind. Pat Spillane! A goal by Pat Spillane! A brilliant goal and a brilliant reply. And Plunkett Donaghy is calling for it in midfield. Moment, or at least for a moment there, it seemed that Tyrone were once again ready to take the initiative, but it's come to Kerry's Mikey Spillane. Mike Sheehy gets a brilliant goal. Certainly it's turning out to be an All-Ireland final to remember. Some brilliant scores, some great passages of play, and Pat Spillane giving Kerry the lead again. Sean McNally. A lot of fisted football. Here's Ger Power, steadying himself and kicking it over the bar. 6 points between the teams, remember. Pat Spillane. Kicking it out to Willie Marr, the only one of the forwards who hasn't got his name on the score sheet so far. Ogie Moran once again with vision opens up the play on his left side. Timmy Dowd gets an advantage. Mikey Sheehy dodging round 2 defenders. Lovely balance, brilliant skill and control. Ogie Moran. Now can Owen Liston finish off what has been a perfect move? He can. That's a superb score.
Tá Sam ag Philú Arasharish Regina Cruz, agus na Lochana Ikiri. Ogorjagus Kiri. Agus Anish, Brunham and Corden Sam, Tomasto, Captain Kiri.
I think that they'll be remembered as a very exciting team that always provided good entertainment, that always provided a spectacle whenever they took the field and were always trying to win.
I think I'll always associate the Kerry team with movement of players in particular. They were the first team to really come in droves up the field with the ball. Now, I saw them first and had to confront them first with Offaly when the hand pass was in vogue. And it was a horrifying sight for opponents when this Kerry team came in 78, 79, 80 with the hand pass, and usually end up hand passing the ball to the net.
No doubt whatsoever in my mind that they're the greatest team I have ever seen.
The thing that always amazed me about them was their tremendous appetite over the years to stay with the game and to show the same enthusiasm, the same buoyancy year after year. I think that was an extraordinary feat and an extraordinary quality of the team.
They had this incredible dedication to the game which lasted, or is lasting over the years. It's not an easy thing to do, to keep up this dedication.
I think their forwards showed a skill level, a combination ability, and I think under pressure they had a very keen sense of when a super effort was necessary, when to raise their game. I think their forwards were the unique part of the team.
What I liked about Kerry was that they changed their style, and Kerry were traditionally a catch and kick team, but they saw the need to change their style, and they did. They adapted to the style of the hand pass, and they speeded the game up very, very much.
So they brought a new level of fitness, a new level of combination. They used the hand pass to its ultimate, I think, to make the game fast-moving, to bring scores, and to bring all the forwards into operation at the same time. Individual play in the forward lines, I think, was almost non-existent.
The other thing that will linger in my memory especially will be the manner in which they accepted the 82 defeat, which was probably the cruelest defeat that the team has ever had to suffer in an All-Ireland final. A great team was denied the final accolade of their greatness. Now, I never heard a word of condemnation of anything in relation to that. No blaming of referees, or no blaming even of people being allegedly pushed in the back or anything, or wet days or penalties missed or anything. They just accepted it and got on with it and came back to win more All-Irelands.
So the group that started out many years earlier reconvened in Killarney on a night to remember in the winter of 1987.
I think the GA will be a long time searching for players to replace them. I think they were a credit to Kerry and they were a credit to the game. They played the game at all times, and I could say safely over the 12 years there's none of those players who's ever done anything nasty or such on the field. You know, they've gone to play the game all the time in the best of spirit. I think that's what really has stood to us over the years.
Well, I think tradition has a lot to play with it. You know, when we were very young growing up, I think we looked up to the men playing in the green and gold, and the O'Connells and the Dwyers, and I think it was always our ambitions as young fellas to try to achieve the same heights, and all you do is practice Gaelic football skills and play the Gaelic football. You don't really get involved in other sports. So I think for that reason Gaelic football in Kerry is secure for years.
I don't think it will ever be possible to get a side like this again in any county, not alone in Kerry. I think they were an example to all the young people of this country. I think they were a credit to Kerry, to the organisation, and to the whole of the country. I thought they were outstanding ambassadors, no matter where they went, all over the globe. They were wonderful ambassadors, a fantastic side, and I've no doubt that their memories will never be forgotten. I think the memories that they have left behind will always be remembered.